Is that more accurate?
No, it's just the alliteration.
This nigga said R. There it is.
I mean, I don't know if it's more accurate or less accurate because it's the same thing. Use different words.
Whoa.
Oh,
yeah, who the fuck just got robbed?
Somebody got a hydro flash.
Someone got hit in the head with a frying pan, bro.
Hey, hold on now. Let me go ahead into these into this little thing right here.
Bro, I told you.
When are these dropping?
Today.
What the fuck is this?
It's a race, bro.
Yeah, I've been out of this game for so long. I don't know most of these new.
Yeah, that's why I picked these ones. These are the most common ones, like the ones that people like the most, because they're the least bullshit.
Are we doing like the fan favorite playlist?
Yeah.
You guys are over there playing Fall Guys. I'm over here playing Puzzle League.
Yeah, I try to play that shit by myself.
Roger, let's play.
Roger,
play
Let's do it right now. Yeah, let's do it right now.
Roger, why aren't you playing your favorite game, Klonoa?
Oh my god, don't even start me. I'll save it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna ruin it this one part because I couldn't believe it. Roger died. He got up silently, left, and then he comes back with like a big ass thing of alcohol.
It's funny. I opened his stream a little bit and I saw like
wait.
He seemed sort of upset.
I'm not sure.
It was whiskey. It was whiskey. No, actually, it was honey bourbon. It was honey bourbon.
He just seemed sort of upset.
I was completely upset.
I was like, oh, maybe he's just like.
World 6 is literally more difficult than platinuming Elden Ring and 100%ing Cuphead Delicious Last Course. Literally,
I haven't actually. I don't think I've ever seen you get that mad at a game.
That sound. You know how that sounds, right?
I know how that sounds, and I mean it. It was that abysmal. And this is podcastable. It's podcastable. I'll wait. I was so upset on this Klonoa stream because I started it thinking it was gonna be like, because everyone's like, oh, you could beat it in one stream. So I thought, fun. I'll do like a fun little Kirby-esque platformer in like 3 hours. This will be super fun. Like this will be the perfect little stream game. And I'm getting through it. It's not an issue. And I'm all the way through World 5, and I'm having fun. And it's this cute little thing. And I get to World 6. And I've never wanted to kill myself more in my life.
Oh my god.
Okay, bro.
No. Hear him out.
We'll get there on the stream. We'll get there when we get there.
So, in a video game, right, Roger? In a video game?
No, in real life.
No, in real life. Yeah.
Jesus Christ Almighty, Lord God in heaven.
Don't you bring him into this.
I sent you an invite, Roger.
He's always been here, too.
Perfect.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Is this the thing you pinged me about, Zeph? The Roger stream?
Losing it. My editor was watching, and he's like, "I'm turning this into a rage compilation video."
Wait, I'm gonna get this.
For sure, gonna be next week. I'm getting a rage compilation video out of it.
I posted you stream in my Discord, and someone.
Oh my god, man!
Someone took the screenshot of you.
What was the? Which one was it?
He's so upset.
I was so mad.
Brother is going through it.
That if you lose that fight, you have to do the whole thing over again. And that single stage was like the most frustrating platformer stage I've ever played in my life, dude. And it's made worse because of how shit the controls are. If the controls were like halfway decent, it would be fine.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk
about it. I played on normal, and it was the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
I've never played Klonoa before, so I have no input.
You don't ever need to. You never need to. Ever.
I haven't played since I was a kid, but I loved it. I'm gonna get it soon. Just haven't had time.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
you want my copy? I wish I could physically pull my digital copy out and give it to you instead, because I'm never playing that again.
No, I gotta buy it. I gotta support it so they make more.
I hope they never make more. I hope Klonoa's dead. I hope Klonoa's dead. I hope it stays dead, honestly.
No, leave him. Let him live, bro.
Now, I get it, you know?
I wish for Klonoa to perish off of this earth.
Not like this, bro.
What if you got into Smash Bros?
That's what I want.
That's fine. That's fine with me. That's fine.
Yo,
but just the actual game series, needs to go.
Shofu?
What's up?
No, hear him out.
As I'm joining Fidel right
I
now.
called on him. I was like, all right.
Here we go. Okay. Oh, this is fun.
There you go.
I like this.
Yeah.
To be a master.
Oh,
Pokemon master. Let's go.
Let's go, Virum.
That song trash.
I like this song.
I'm going the safer way.
Yeah, no, that's fact. Go. Douche.
You know, having literally never done this.
Oh, yeah, no, level up. Yeah. Just hit one of these.
Fidel, why do you have Ash as one of your names?
I think it defaulted.
Okay.
All right, I'm running the
You
intro.
could live in one Pokemon region.
Oh,
what
boy,
would
you've
it
been
be?
live? Oh, shit.
Sinnoh, because it's cold.
I'll do 6.
Really?
Johto.
I'm a Galar.
You don't even have all the characters unlocked, bro. What is this?
No,
Also,
bro, I just been doing verses with friends.
I already live in Gala.
Over there is evidence in your DMs, by the way.
Evidence of what, man?
Ooh, okay.
Finally, familiar territory.
The live chat right now, man. They are excited.
As they should be.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good episode. Oh my god, absolutely not.
What the
We are
fuck?
not doing that.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
Who was
Ricky?
beating Dick just now?
That was Ricky Cocaine, bro.
Is that what that sound was?
Roger, do the intro, man. I just played the intro.
What if he knows the
Hurry
intro?
up, man.
Oh.
Talking to me?
Yes. Who else named
You just
Roger
played
here?
the
Is
intro?
anybody else here named Roger?
You did not just play the intro.
I
I'm sitting
swear I
on your
did.
stream waiting for your stream to start.
You
Why
sound
would you play
sick.
the intro?
You sound sick right now. All right, I just played the intro.
I don't believe you.
What?
Okay, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Japan Time. I'm your new
hold
host,
on.
Big
No, you're not.
When is the show
Hey,
actually going to
co-host.
start so I can have my cues?
Shofu, what's going on?
When is the show going to start so I can have my cues?
You literally. Oh, okay. Hold on. The show is gonna start. Play the intro. Play the intro.
I played the intro, bitch.
I don't care. Do it again.
No.
I didn't see it. Restart. Do it again.
Hey, yo.
You know what? You know what? I got you.
I
I got
was
you. I got you. I
sitting
got you. I
on
got you.
your
Don't
stream
you worry
waiting
about it. I got him. 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 Let's see.
真実を応援してください、エレキ。刑務所は楽しかったですか？
It was fucking you! Roger, it was fucking you!
Ricky.
That's crazy.
This is the biggest anime betrayal that I have ever seen, bro. What the fuck?
Ricky-sama? どうしてどうしてリッキー
4 years of my life gone, bro.
Oh yeah.
I just feel like I'm a witness to a murder. That's what I feel like right now.
It's really crazy.
Hey.
It's a good
Really
song.
crazy. It really be your own man, man. It really be your own man. Cause who else could it be?
Hey.
it couldn't be somebody that you didn't care about because you wouldn't trust them. It can only be the person that you let close enough to get you, bro. Ricky, I hope you learned a valuable lesson today, man.
Shawty come through.
What is going on, everybody? Rogers Base here. Welcome to the Japan Time Podcast for July 18th, 2022. I'm going to be honest, I truly have no idea what was going on with that intro. I got thrown into this thing. Shofu's yelling at me, start the intro. Then he restarts the intro. Then it's me yelling at Ricky. But it doesn't matter. We have a jam-packed show. A lot has happened since the last one. It has been 3 weeks. I got COVID. I'm back to normal. I am joined by my co-host, Shofu. What is going on, Shofu?
Just chilling, man. Just
Ricky,
really
that music's got to go. It's got to go. I'm throwing you in there with purebred Doge, Ricky. All right, it's too loud. Too loud.
Turn him down.
I can't turn him down. It's too loud.
What?
That sentence is so fucking
That is
gross.
precisely the reason you would turn him down.
That sentence is so fucking gross.
Well, someone else who's really gross. We've got Tito. What's going on, Tito? How are you, buddy?
All right.
Oh my god.
Tito, is this true? You got to beat the gross alligator. Matter of fact, hold on, wait, Tito. Don't we got something for Roger? We got something for him, right?
I got it.
Oh, my bad.
Roger, I know you ain't talking about gross. I know of you, Shofu. Show the people. Show the people.
Roger, can you please explain this picture, bro?
Why did you ain't talking about?
Why did you randomly say a Magic Wigglytuff with titties, bro?
We gotta wait for the. We will explain it, but that's gonna be later in the show. That's later in the show. We are gonna talk about it. Yeah, just like McDareth has to explain his love of
we
Modern
can't.
Sonic. What's going on,
We can't talk
McDareth?
about
How are
this,
you,
or
buddy?
people will get upset until.
Oh my god.
I'm upset already.
You guys brought
Fuck you,
that
mean
up,
we
too.
can't talk about this?
Well,
He talking
someone
about
who's
a
always
Magic
upset is
Wigglytuff with
McDareth.
titties.
What's going on, McDareth?
There was 2 segues thrown at me. I'm gonna assume whatever. Okay, what's up, everyone? Yeah, I'm here.
That's right. Someone else who's here is Mike. What's going on, Mike? How are
I'm
you?
also here. Hello,
That's
everybody.
right. That's right. Someone else who's here. We got Viram. What's going on, Viram?
Good evening, wonderful folk watching the Japan
The
Time
fan
stream.
favorite.
Apologies that I haven't been here for the past couple of podcasts, but I am here today.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. And someone else who's here today, we've got Zeph. What's going on, Zeph? Are you on any drugs today?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And finally,
I mean, all right.
last but not least of the regulars, we have Fidel. What's going on, Fidel?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm out here. I'm being Fidel. I rep the Japan Time hoodie in New
Hey,
York
shut your
Square.
ass up, bro.
Yeah.
By the way, for that,
in
really
New York
appreciate
City.
that. Thank you very much for repping the
No
Japan
problem,
Time
of
merch
course.
during
Of course,
your
of course.
big debut in Times
Yes.
Square.
Yeah, of course, of course, of
And
course.
someone who's never going to have a big debut on Times Square, we got Mr. Ricky Cocaine. What's going on, Ricky?
Ricky, go!
I'm so sick. I'm tired, bro. I'm just really tired today. Let's get through this show for me, please.
Fantastic, fantastic. And last but not least, we have a very special guest on tonight's episode to talk the new Thor movie. We got the one, the only, Mr. I.B. Scoot. What is going on, Scoot?
What's going on, everybody? I ain't never had COVID a day in my life, bro. Straight up, healthy type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up.
Talk your shit, bro.
I ain't never had COVID, bro. Antibodies where?
What else? What else?
Get vaccinated, idiots.
Talk to him.
Absolutely.
Triple vax, baby.
To be fair, I was double vaxxed and boosted, and I still caught it in America.
Because your ass went.
you know what I'm
Because
saying?
you went to
You
a
gotta-
convention with 7 million people.
I was gonna say that's why, and thankfully
Bro.
my case was actually really mild. The worst thing about it was I had really bad diarrhea one day, and that was it. And
Awesome.
apparently,
Shitty
Coast has the same
boys.
thing apparently too.
Shitty
boy.
Shitty boy.
Oh my god.
Shitty
See,
boy
I
with
actually
it.
know what
Shitty
that's a
boy with
reference
it.
to.
Shitty
know?
boy.
Because we reacted live on Shofu Stream last night to the double XL ciphers. That was a good time.
I mean, you could say that.
Are any of those people going to be on the Pokemon cipher this year?
What are you doing, bro? No.
Well, I'm just doing the intro for Japan
Hey, what
Time,
the
so
fuck
we're
are
going
you
to kick
talking
things
about?
off
Stop
with a
saying
spoiler
it.
talk.
What the fuck are you doing?
Things off with the spoiler talk for the new Thor movie. Who here has seen it? Who wants to take the lead on this one? Because I guess Scoot, you're the special guest. You're here for this, so Talk about it.
Okay.
Scoot is the Thor guy.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say, bro.
Okay.
Thor: Love and Thunder, bro. Okay, right? It's a movie. It's a movie, right?
Right.
Now, it's just not as good as Ragnarok, but it is better than the first two movies. Now, the pacing in the movie completely trash. Trash! Yeah. Why did it move so fast? It was retarded. Like, it didn't make any type of sense. It was ridiculous, bro. Like, it was ridiculous. Straight up.
Insane. You put that 1 second too late, man. You put the Sailor Man 1 second
I just
too
want
late.
why did you throw the whole word out but stop at D?
Well, because I was gonna say it was returning to the old like Thor stuff.
True.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my god.
It was really like returning to the old Thor and like trying to be like funny and everything. But it was just too much. Like everything was happening so fast. He was like, "Oh, let's go here. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, let's go over here. Let me kill Zeus real quick. Okay, let's go over here now. Let's go over there. Oh, game over. Movie's over. Jane died. Okay, bye guys. What?
She's dead?
I mean,
Yeah, she goes to Valhalla at the end of the movie.
Yeah, they follow a plot. So there's a whole plot that they follow. Like the fact that you see in trailers the fact that you see in trailers is her being Thor is from the comics. She was diagnosed with cancer and then she becomes Thor and then helps cure.
She becomes Thor because of cancer.
But the reason she got the hammer in the first place is to cure. She got the hammer to cure her cancer. But getting the hammer made her die faster?
Yeah,
what?
no. That is the story.
So
lifted
Thor
from the
gave her
comics.
That doesn't make
cancer.
sense, McDarren. That doesn't make sense. What are we talking about? Like,
it's comics. Like, okay, so the point was like when they had Thor do the flashback and he says to Mjolnir, "Promise me you'll always you'll protect her." The reason Mjolnir called to her is Mjolnir realized she was dying and tried to help extend her life. But it's also she's still human using this power, so it was slowly killing her.
doesn't make sense, bro. Trash.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all what I told Scoop before we started. That is one of the worst written movies and pace movies I've ever seen in my fucking life. I've watched so many movies.
It was like literally you blink and then the next thing was happening. The next entire plot was happening. And it was just it was so fast. It was so fast. Like no explanation, nothing. The Guardians of the Galaxy were in the movie for 3 minutes with a whole montage. That's it.
I could have told you that.
Yeah. My problem with
from the end of Endgame, basically.
Yeah.
My problem with the pacing as well is that while, as you said, it went like really fast, but there were also scenes that felt like they dragged on for ages. Like the whole Zeus scene went on for far too long.
I mean, that's Russell Crowe, though, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
Russell Crowe is great, but like that whole scene just felt exhausting. I wanted it to end like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, I feel what you mean.
Like, and my big issue is I don't care if it's from I read comics. My issue is not the fact that it's from the comics. The story in the comic is ass. Okay, which means that the movie has the creative license to make the story not ass, serviceable, but instead it doubles down on it being horrendous, disjointed, like to the point where, okay, all of a sudden Thor is just he went through all this trauma and all of a sudden he's just better because he's not fat, and then he goes back to being kind of a prick the whole movie, and then everyone's like, oh, then the whole movie tries to force this idea of like, well, Thor just needs to find love in this really like forced, manufactured, why am I watching a Hallmark movie way, and then Valkyrie, who's one of the coolest characters from Ragnarok, has like 6 lines the whole movie. Like,
I have a quick question.
I don't know about that.
Bro, what I'm saying is a lot of her lines are like fucking like she could have been cut from the movie up towards the end. Like she didn't have to.
The Rock dude had more.
Wait, I have a quick question because that's what confuses
directly.
me a little bit because I didn't know a lot going into this one, and I remember the lead up to it. They were hyping up that a whole plot point is like Valkyrie's trying to find a queen or something, and that she was gonna have some love interest. So that just doesn't happen in the movie at all.
No,
I don't remember that. Was that brought up as something? I don't remember that.
It was brought up during like the
wasn't there like interviews about it?
It was a whole big thing where they're like,
oh yeah, wasn't it like on stage?
Romance? Yeah, I mean they were like hyping it up to be this whole big thing, and then so that's completely not in the movie. Then
no, that's not even. Well, it's not in the movie. So they probably cut it.
It's kind of in the movie, but there's no conclusion.
They just talk about that's an issue.
She's not sleeping with Jane or whatever.
No.
No, that would be crazy.
Wow.
That would be crazy. But
like, they bring it up as a joke that's like the trauma is the reason she's kind of the way she is because of the trauma she's dealt with.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing too. This movie is not funny. I'm just because you do a thing. Here's the thing about comedy and humor. Bits are funny when they first start if they're actually funny. And then if you keep doing them, they'll stop being funny eventually until you keep doing them and then they become funny because you keep doing them. Right? It's just like it's cyclical, right? So you have to double down or quadruple down on a bad bit for it to start being funny. They have this one bit with these goddamn like
goats
or alpacas or something
God.
like that. Okay,
those screaming goats.
Yeah, so they have a bit where the goats are just like screaming because that's what goats do, and they're like these space goats. Yeah, they do that. And they do this for like comedic effect.
Oh God!
Every time they're on the scene.
Yeah,
every single time.
You know why the my leg from SpongeBob guy is funny? It's because it's off screen and it doesn't happen every episode.
No, it just randomly happens.
It just happens randomly. They do this every time the goats are involved in any way.
Now,
and
are
it's
these
just
like
not funny?
Are these goats that just like show up out of nowhere?
They do that thing. Yeah, they do that thing.
So
they're given the
hey, my bad, man. I didn't mean to keep screaming like that, bro. My bad, man. Shit.
Yeah,
so basically,
anyway.
So basically, their goats are given as a gift, and then they come out and they say, "Ah!" and it's like, "Oh, these goats are crazy." And in the next scene, "Ah!" Oh my, the goats, man. The next scene,
goats,
"Ah!" All right, bro. These goats are too loud, obnoxious. The next scene, "Ah!" All right, bro. Shut these dumbass goats up.
This seems like a Newgrounds bit from like 2010. Is what this seems.
What I will say is one of the times the
it's-
theater audibly laughed was one of the goats theme scenes later, but it was like delayed. So you expect it didn't happen for a while, and then it happened.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole, like, the timing needs to be on point, but it was just immediate, and it was so obnoxious and annoying. Like, if I was a 13-year-old kid, maybe, right? But absolutely not. In my age no. I see what y'all are doing and you're forcing it. Stop. This is ridiculous.
So there's this part at the end. There's this part of the movie where, like, the whole idea is that Thor is not strong enough to kill this guy whose job it is to kill gods. Okay. First of all, Russell Crowe is like actually pretty decent in the movie. The only problem with him in the movie, I think, is that he didn't get enough time. That's really like actually, like, yeah. I think his acting was pretty fine. Like it was pretty good actually. Like, unironically, I think the character Gore the Butcher is really cool, and he has a cool design, but he's just not on screen enough.
So, but Christian Bale's good.
Christian Bale is good.
Christian Bale's
okay,
yeah,
cool.
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Christian Bale's pretty good, and so but he's not on screen enough. So, because of the fact that he's not on screen enough, what happens is that you start to he becomes very polarizing. Either he's too strong, and then if he gets beat, he's too weak. So it's like, because he's not on screen enough times, because he's killing all these gods off screen, so it doesn't really matter. And we just saw Thor kill Zeus, so it's like, oh, okay, so I guess killing a god really ain't shit. Like, I guess.
Well, are these gods that were brought up in other series? Yeah. So, like, for example, like in Moon Knight, there's like the Egyptian gods.
Yes. So basically, Thor is just setting up that the pantheons of gods from different religions basically all just exist within the Marvel universe, and are all like these they're all still considered gods, but they're almost like alien. Like they're like Thor.
They're their own race to their own.
Sure.
Yes, and they have people who worship to them. But yes, that's the way they're basically setting it up. But it's not like established Marvel comic characters really in this movie.
Yeah, it's like there's like Zeus, there's like there's like Zeus, Ares.
Well, isn't the guy from Ted Lasso in it as Hercules or something?
Yeah, that's the last scene.
Yeah, that's the stinger, which I haven't seen Ted Lasso. I heard it's good, but I don't know who that guy is.
So Zeus apparently survives or something. And
yeah,
he's
he
does.
Like
talking at the end, and then
he talks to Hercules.
Like, I'm ready to fight, father, and then like that's it. Okay, I guess.
It's just like probably, like, I haven't sold this a scoop, but I would have rather, like, I thought Multiverse of Madness was better than this movie. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, no. That's not even a question.
Yeah, and I don't think it's close. Like at all, actually. which is insane. Like that's an insane sentence.
Now, I will say Thor is an easier watch if you're like in a barbershop or something and that movie is on. Great.
Damn,
fine.
you saying it's one
If
of
it's
the
on
movies
the
you gotta
background?
watch while you doing some other shit?
Yeah.
Right. If it's just on, it's fine. But if you're actually trying to get something out of this movie, no, it's just not it.
Wow.
It's just not it.
Like this is a movie like I would if I knew what
It's
it
an
was
airplane
before, I
movie.
would not pay for it.
It's an airplane movie.
It's an airplane
It's
movie,
a barbershop, doctor's office, dentist's office.
You watch that shit strictly to pass the time, bro.
Bro, this movie goes crazy with commercials, probably.
Yes, if there was commercials, great. Break up the monotony, great.
Yeah,
I'd
like
be
I'm
great
good.
with
Like
that.
you know what I'm saying? Like it's on in your like in the aunt's room, chilling. You know,
Right.
that's the movie you'd be like, hey, what's on FX right now? Thor, Love and Thunder. Go put the kids in that room. Go watch that shit. Like,
And I wish I could even say the fighting scenes were good.
They
weren't.
They weren't.
Oh my god, they weren't. It made no sense. They fought the dude in the demon realm at first. They didn't really lose. They lost, but they really lose. And then they went back to the regular realm, and then they just beat him easily. Like
so there's a part,
oh my
and
God,
I want to see what everyone thinks about
ridiculous.
this. There's a part at the end of the movie, Roger, where essentially they go to the Golden City to have all the gods help. Be like, hey, yo, you know what the fuck? Like this guy's killing all of us. We should probably help. And they're all shitty, and they're all say no, whatever. Thor steals the bolt of Zeus. Okay. And so, which is fine. That happens in the comics. It's a pretty cool moment in the comics where Thor is wielding Stormbreaker and the bolt of Zeus. It's actually a real cool thing because he becomes the god of thunder and lightning. Pretty cool, right? But what happens at the end of the movie is that Thor is trying to rescue a bunch of kids that for some reason this guy kidnapped to get Thor to go there with Stormbreaker because Stormbreaker is has the key to the Bifrost. Bifrost being the interdimensional bridge that can travel anywhere in the universe.
Yeah. From like the earlier movies, the Rainbow Bridge thing.
Right.
So
the reason why he needs that is because at the center of the universe, which is established in literally 30 seconds with no backstory, so no one gives a fuck, is this thing. I forget what it's even called. It doesn't matter. That
Eternity
basically
or something like
it's
that.
called Eternity or something bullshitty, and what happens is that the reason why Gorm wants to go there is because if you go there, the first one to go there, the legend says this like creator of the universe will grant whoever it pulls up like a wish of whatever. Like it's just like it's the most
no limits. No limits.
No limits, no nothing. Better than the Infinity Stones. You just have to get there, and it's impossible to get there. Okay, cool. So Gorm and like baits Thor to get there, so he kidnaps these kids. All that to say, Thor pulls up and is like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like these kids, I can't fight the demon and these kids." So Thor just gives his power to all of these children. By the way, he just says,
"It's like in the movie."
Yeah.
Yes.
He says, "I bestow upon all these children the power of Thor." He does what his dad did to the hammer, but he does it to these kids. And these kids, Roger, I'm telling you, I'm not exaggerating. I'm literally going to tell you what I saw. These kids were taking stuffed teddy bears, rocks, and they were shooting lightning out the teddy bear's eyes. There was a kid with a glow stick who was slicing demons in half that full-grown adults could not kill. There was a kid who would just like fucking like who would like throw like they would just like have these like kids do like random shit because they were all Thor. It was like Shazam on crack. And then Thor,
and the whole time it's just like cool, like Welcome to the Jungle playing or something.
Welcome to the Jungle
To
playing.
me, okay. So if I could jump in here real fast, because like I'm gonna be contrarian again, but I like the movie.
Of course you do.
Just because
Of course you
I
do.
know you like Sonic, I know.
Oh wait, but are you saying the movie was
because
good though? Are you saying it was good? You
No,
didn't like
I said I
whatever
liked
you
it.
want. Yeah, I know
I
what you said.
I
I'm making the distinction.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I watched it. I expected a silly Thor movie. I got a silly Thor movie. Yeah, that was a fun movie.
There you go.
But to me, it was like the whole point was like, the second the movie started and I'm hearing "Welcome to the Jungle" playing, it's like, okay, this is not a serious movie. So it's just like I'm just gonna have fun and just watch it. So,
But my thing.
Does that mean you immediately knew that it's not a good movie if you don't take it serious?
No.
If you don't take a movie serious, what does that really
It's
mean?
Thor, bro. You gotta take
Because
Thor
certain
serious.
movies, not every movie I go see is like a big thing where I have to dig into it and find all the plot and stuff. Some movies I just go to watch a movie.
Like Sonic the Hedgehog too.
But this is Thor though. It's not a random ass video game.
That's
movie.
what I mean.
It's
Like,
Thor, bro.
But even
Thor
Thor
has deep ass lore. He got deep. He got a lot of
100%.
characters.
But I got lore stuff, and I like gore and all that
Okay,
stuff.
but
And I was
did you-
picking up the
what-
lore
what
stuff.
did
But
you-
when
listen,
my point is,
when I hear you say that, what I'm hearing is you cut your expectations in half.
yeah, I didn't expect this to be a super deep movie.
Okay, so that's saying that the movie is not good.
No, not because a movie
Yes.
isn't deep doesn't mean it's not good to me.
No. You cut your expectations down because you understood.
Yes, because I'm not.
that
Because
the
I'm not
movie is
going.
not
No.
taking itself serious.
You're trying to get to your conclusion. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
Can I explain?
I'm identifying what you're not trying to say.
Hey, Mr. Guest, can I explain? Or you gonna talk about it?
You're trying to
Oh my god! The way you said that.
Yo, dude, they're just
Whoa, Mr. Guest, the only people here that aren't guests are me, Zeph, and Roger. All right, the rest of y'all, all expendable.
Excuse me.
What about Ricky?
Who?
That's
Oh man.
This motherfucker.
He's part of the Triforce of Awesome.
Wait, my bad. My nigga Vera too. We gotta keep that guy too. My bad.
Wow, they really came on you. Yo, they really came on you. Did you see that, Jerry? Tonight, two of my closest friends.
Shit, I almost forgot my man. I almost forgot my man. My bad, Vera. Hey, my bad, Vera. I almost forgot my.
You were trying to say something earlier, Vera. What were you trying to say, Vera?
What I was trying to say is that the thing that bothered me about the film is that it tries to do the Thor Ragnarok thing where it's like a comedy, but it has these kind of serious, heavy moments. I mean, you know, you have Jane dying from cancer. You have Thor still not quite he still hasn't quite found himself as a person. Like there's attempts at serious elements masked within this awkward comedy movie, and I don't think I think Ragnarok struck that balance really well, but I don't think this film does.
Is it because like the stakes are higher in this one, like with the stuff with eternity that you're describing? Or
Nah, it's not even about the stakes.
Way more into the comedy than the actual.
Yeah.
Like,
I just think there's
everything funny rather than make sense. Like
there's a lot of moments that feel tonally inappropriate for what is kind of going on. Like
Agreed.
one of the moments that I thought about a lot was when they get back on the ship and they're going through that kind of sea of stars, and Jane and Thor are having their heart to heart, and I just felt like this feels awkwardly quippy. Like why not just kind of have your heart to heart?
The thing about Ragnarok that I think made it really successful, and I think that's the biggest difference between this one and that one, or this Ragnarok and Love and Thunder, is that Ragnarok was, first of all, it was way better written, but more importantly than that, the reason why everyone remembers it being such a good movie, and it is because it never loses the fact that the stakes are not only real, but it uses humor as levity as opposed to like a mechanic, if that makes sense.
Sure, yeah, because Asgard's gonna die and everyone's gonna die if we don't do this thing. Right, of course.
When you actually think about the movie of Ragnarok, it's actually a tragic story. Like it's actually a
they lose their home. Yeah.
Like he has to kill his own sister. His father dies in the first 10 minutes of this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like Thor. The whole idea of Thor and how they're presenting the Marvel Universe, that this is a guy who can't get over himself because he thinks he's better than everyone.
The god of hammers?
Yeah. Like he can't. He doesn't know who he is without. Like he thinks he is his station as opposed to him being a person. That's the whole point. Is that he's the epitome of pride.
Sure.
So, but in Ragnarok, he has these other characters to play off of to bring him down to earth, like Hulk, and he has Valkyrie, and he has Korg, which is better in that movie than in this movie. Like he has these kinds of points of levity, and I think you can make, and obviously Ragnarok is a perfect example of a movie that is entertaining, has humor, but more importantly, makes sense. Humor should not be at the expense of good writing, and this movie is poorly written, and because it's poorly written, it's less funny. Like it's just not. Like Viram said it best. Like it's so tone deaf. I like why am I hearing goats in this really dramatic fight for the future of the universe? Like what? Like No, like it's so dumb.
How much did you feel like when you were watching it that it was setting up for some next major thing? Because I feel like that's kind of where
basically the end. The end. Like,
Okay,
this was
the
very,
end,
this
the end.
very much, yes, very much. They wanted to just do this story, and then at the end, mostly post credits, they add in where it's going from here.
'Cause to me, it feels like this is the overall problem, like what you guys are saying with the tone being all over the place and like things being sloppy. That seems like the problem with Phase 4 in general. It's like there's this oversaturation where they're trying to do way too much. There's way too many movies and way too many shows right now. Most of them are pretty mediocre. It's like, I feel like the direction isn't really there. Like we kind of knew right from Iron Man, we knew, okay, they're going to do the Avengers. And then from the end of Avengers, it's like, okay, they're doing Thanos. And I feel like they're trying to do that with certain things.
No, I
where
feel
it's
like
oh,
right now
here's
the whole point
Kang,
is-
and here's Secret Wars, but like it's not
the way I see it, like my issue with it is what I've said to a bunch of people where like this feels like the Star Warsification of MCU, which is like, here, this gets a show, this will get a series, this will get a series, this will get the movie, and you can pick and choose what you want and don't want to consume. Like it no longer feels like this one thing that you should like keep up with to know everything. It just feels like now you can pick and choose what you want because like, yeah.
See, I wonder if that was like what they were trying to do, because I don't think that's the case. I think they wanted all of these. Here's what I honestly think, from the perspective of someone who used to work for Marvel. Let me just throw this out there: is I feel like. No, but I wasn't saying it. I'm saying it from the. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that. But what this feels like to me, it's not even necessarily that like nothing is important. It's that they threw all these characters out there to see what sticks. Right? There's like Eternals. There's the Moon Knight. There's Shang-Chi. There's all this stuff, and they're throwing all these things out there to see like what thing connects. So then they could, when they're making Phase 5 or 6 or whatever, be like, this is going to be the core group. And all this other stuff doesn't really matter. And instead of taking the time, right, in that year between when Infinity War and all that stuff ended to the beginning of Phase 4, and obviously removing COVID from the situation as well, too, it feels like they just wanted to throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, and then say, okay, we're going to take like the 5 that everyone liked out of this and move them forward as like the next core group of Avengers. But now, like, we already know they're going to make Fantastic Four, and we already know that like when Doom comes into play, he's going to be like a Thanos level kind of character. Oh, thank you very much, Reagan. Just brought me dinner. Fantastic. So we know he's going to be like a Thanos level character, but you have to get to him first. And it's like you could have had a really good villain with Kang, right? But now they're not even focusing on him. They like set that up at the end of Loki, and he hasn't been seen since. He's not going to be seen until the Ant-Man movie. Yeah. And you're like, why?
Why the Ant-Man movie though? No one
because
the quantum realm. That's why. Right.
Okay, right.
But I mean, like, if that's the case, right? If that's what you're building to, if that's what you want as like the main villain of Phase 4, right? You want Kang to be the villain. Don't have all these other movies in there. Have it be like the Loki show. Have it be, Fantastic Four. Have it be, Wakanda Forever, I think, is supposed to set up the stuff with where Doctor Doom comes from, right?
Can I stop real fast? Am I the only one that wishes they'd rest in peace? But I wish they would recast the character rather than just have him be dead in the MCU.
No, just cancel Black Panther. Cancel.
I would have said just cancel
Black Panther is a very important character. I feel like there's enough to keep that character around.
In a way where it's like they could make M'Baku be the next Black Panther. They could do other things to like incorporate the character, but you keep T'Challa dead. And like, I think that's totally fine because the Black Panther's a mantle. It's not just always him.
Yeah,
normally it's the same way Captain America.
It passes around, but normally it is
America.
T'Challa.
So
now the one thing about Black Panther is they burned the whole little crops down. So I don't know how they redo that. What do they say? Like, oh, we found more down here somewhere. Like there's a hidden bunker.
You just have him do the thing where it's like, now it's now more the suit than it is him.
Right.
Like, you just do that. Like
that T'Challa as a character is just very important for Marvel, just in general. So like, and they've recast characters before, so I don't know. It's like it's unfortunate, but I would like to see the characters.
Like obviously Comic-Con is this weekend, so a lot of the stuff that we're going to be saying in this probably will be negated by the next episode. But like A lot of stuff is going to get announced there, like castings and future movies and a whole bunch of stuff. Marvel always does their big like press conference thing. And where we are right now with like Love and Thunder being released, the ones that are on the horizon in terms of the movies is you've got like the next Captain Marvel, you got the next Black Panther, you've got the next Ant-Man, you got Guardians of the Galaxy 3, you've got Fantastic Four, and you've got Blade. All of those are apparently still in this phase. To put that in perspective, phase 1 of Marvel was like 5 movies. That's it. They did not need to oversaturate with all these movies and all these shows, or like feel like they needed to put the shows in as part of the phase and have them be important. Like, just have them be their own stories, man.
I also wish, like, instead of every show following like here's the 6 to 8 episode formula, be like, hey, here's just a movie that we're doing like that. Like, it's not big enough to be theater scale, but here's a short movie here. Here's, hey, maybe this show we need it to be just 3 episodes. Like, I hate that, because even Loki's getting a season 2, and I hate that. This is what I wanted to not happen, which is these shows getting season 2s and 3s and feeling like you have to catch up. Like, just make a thing, and that's it. I don't need to.
I don't think them. I think you can give certain things a season, like Loki having a season 2 isn't crazy. Like, actually, that's fine. Like, that's actually fine. It makes sense in the story to have. Hold on, it makes sense for that to have a story season 2, right? Hawkeye, I think is the best written Marvel show, in terms of it's a singular story. Like, but Hawkeye is really good, and because it's a singular, self-contained story, like, that doesn't interact with literally anything else, and I think that should be the general approach. Like, I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
I'm actually right there with you, because I feel like, and I know a lot of people disagree with me on this, but like, I loved Moon Knight. I thought Moon Knight was like far and away the best of all the Marvel shows, like to the point where it wasn't even close, because of how different it was, because of like all the stuff with the Egyptian gods, because there's like no ties to the outside Marvel movies. There's nothing like that. It's like a character drama and him dealing with himself. Like, and the aesthetic of it was awesome, and the music was really cool, and his costume looked really cool. Like, the Moon Knight show, I thought was excellent for that exact reason. But I also feel like the Moon Knight show could have easily been condensed into a Moon Knight movie, and then would have endeared a lot more people to him, as opposed to it just like being a TV show now.
I think Moon Knight was something that was much better as a show than a movie.
Why do you think that is? Because I feel like
Moon Knight's just not big enough. Like, if you put that in theaters, sure, people are going to see it and enjoy it. It'll be shorter and they can condense it. But I feel like that experience works way better, where you're trying to think, where is this going with how crazy it is and how stuff's happening, how stuff's going to reveal. It's way better as a show.
Like, yeah, no, I agree.
I'm kind of like upset though, because like, I really genuinely loved Moon Knight, and now I am kind of concerned, like, well, because there's all this other stuff and there's all these other shows and all these other movies that are still in development. Like, someone else brought up too, another one that I missed, but I guess it was never officially announced as part of Phase 4, which is why I missed it, is like Captain America 4, with like Sam as Captain America now. I'm like, where is that going to take place with all of this? Are they just going to continue extending Phase 4? Is Fantastic Four getting delayed? They already said they're going to make another Spider-Man movie. Like, where's that going to be? Probably Phase 5. Like, there's too much right now.
Look, man,
and I feel like the characters that are being introduced, we're not even really getting enough time with, because they're just jumping to the next one, and none of them matter anymore.
I think that the big, I don't think the issue is too much content. I think the issue is too much content if it's a detriment to quality of content. If everything was fine, like, if all of these were fine, it'd be like it would be literally like, people shouldn't complain about more content. I think that's weird. People complaining about more content because it's a detriment to the content itself, that's a valid complaint.
That's what I mean, right?
I know what you mean, but I'm just talking about people talking about how there's no way I can catch up with all this. No one's forcing you to consume everything. No one's doing that.
You can definitely have too much content, bro.
I disagree.
It gets oversaturated if it's too much. Sometimes you gotta make people wait so they anticipate it.
Yeah, but I think when you're at the level of Marvel, I don't think it matters.
Story. Like, I think what Shofu was mentioning with like there being too much, I think if there was a cohesive story threaded through all of these movies and TV shows and stuff, I think that'd be different.
Yeah, but
we're not getting that. It's like,
but I feel like
no one realistically
they're setting up. They're setting up clearly. They're setting up Young Avengers and Thunderbolts and Secret Wars and the stuff with Secret Invasion, which is going to be its own movie, and the next group of core Avengers. There's 5 different major things, and the Midnight Suns with the stuff with like Blade and Moon Knight and stuff. So there's
And the Black Knight.
6 different things. They're being set up right now.
Yeah, but they're like, see, to me, I mean,
There's
yes,
too much.
they are setting up stuff because they got to set up stuff because people expect that now. But at the same time, like with this movie, you can go watch it. Okay, you have to see some other stuff, but if you just watch this movie after Endgame, you just get to see what Thor did since then.
That's
Contained
not
in
enough,
its own
though.
little thing.
That's not
but,
enough.
Okay.
That happened in the
Is
first
that the
5
only
minutes of
redeeming
the
point,
movie.
McDermott?
That literally happened in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Okay, please. That had nothing to do with the quality of the movie. It's talking about exactly what Roger was talking about. Like, I'm not trying to defend.
McDermott, clearly just state the redeeming points of this movie.
I don't need to redeem anything. I went and saw a movie. I enjoyed said movie. That's it for me.
My problem with this is
this movie's objectively
my problem
bad,
is
or
right.
it's
My
an
problem is
opinion.
McDermott simply enjoys too many things that most people would agree are ass. I don't know how to take this information.
It's whatever. Like
Damn near
sometimes-
everything that I hear about that most people would say is ass. McDermott comes and saying, "Yeah, I like that shit." Like I just,
But
what do I do
Shofu,
with
Shofu,
this?
it's not even.
people
It's
just
not
have
even.
to
It's
be
not even ass, though.
I don't know what
That's
to
what
believe.
I want to understand.
No. Listen,
No,
it's
people
not
just.
even
I don't even.
ass. The
It's not
movie
even trying to be
isn't ass.
contrarian. If I
There's
didn't
just-
like the movie, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh no, I like that shit just to get people to be
No.
difficult about
See,
this.
I don't want you to
thought-
say
I
it's
thought-
ass. I want you
Yeah.
to actually say what was wrong with the movie. You're saying that you were fine with it, but being
Yeah,
fine with
but
the
I saw
movie
parts.
does
Okay, so
not
the
make
kid.
it
Can I?
make it
Can I?
good.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's my point
That's
right
what.
there.
Yeah.
I never
that's
said
what
it was
I was trying to
good.
get you to
Like,
understand.
No, but you're putting
saying
words
that
in
it's
my
fine.
mouth, and I want you to
I
understand that. Okay?
Huh?
You keep saying I'm saying it's good. I never once said it was good. I said it was okay.
Ricky, that's too loud, bro.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
I told you we had to do a
There
sound
just
check
a
in the
Dragon
beginning.
Ball Z
There's
battle
no-
in your room?
There's no way that I know what the levels are.
You did say that after Ricky asked you. You said,
Time
I liked it.
podcast.
I did think it was good. You did say that. You said that word for word.
All right,
So-
then. Fine. But like to me, it's just different levels, I guess. Because what's something that's okay to me or good
Yeah.
to me just doesn't mean like I don't know what you guys want me to say in this, but I'm not going to say it because like to me, I went and saw a Thor movie. When I saw the thing with the kids fighting, I thought to myself, yeah, people aren't gonna like this. But I saw it, it's like, yeah, whatever, it's kind of funny, so I don't care.
Just try. You have
aren't
to
gonna
just
like it, but you said it's okay.
Just
Like,
try
you're
to be
literally
objective
doing
to the
that
best
on
of your
purpose.
abilities, bro. That's all you got to do. Now, obviously, it's a movie. You
it's
can't
a-
truly
it's a-
be.
yeah,
No,
it's a
I know. I
movie.
said to
That's
the
like
best
the
of your
point.
abilities. You heard me say that, right? That's what I said at the end of what I said. I said to the best of your abilities. I know it's a subjective thing. It's a movie, but you know there's objective things that can make a movie good or bad, especially in a certain genre.
I saw stuff in the movie and I thought people probably are gonna like this, but then I also do when I
Okay,
watched
so
it
if
the
you
movie.
can have that thought, then you can understand that shit probably ass.
That's what
feel
I'm
like
saying.
you
You
got
walked into
finesse
the
out of
movie.
your money,
You
bro.
walked into the
This is
movie.
what-
and
no,
you-
this is exactly what
you
I've been
immediately-
saying.
No,
Like,
you were walked into the movie and you immediately heard the music and said, "Oh, this is not even gonna be a serious movie."
Yes.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
said that
That's
to
the part
yourself.
that-
That's objectively
but
saying that you're not gonna take it
But
seriously.
to me, going into a movie and saying this is not a super serious movie doesn't mean to me that it's bad.
No, of course.
That's not what I'm saying. It's not that it's bad.
That's
but
literally what you said to me.
Your
You said, "Oh,
expectations
you-
are sliced in half now. You're not expecting anything from the movie.
Because you're not taking
If I
it
walk
serious.
into a
Because you know it's about to be
restaurant,
some wacky
if I
shit.
walk into a restaurant and I know that it's fucking people with little propellers on their hats and shit, I'm like, oh, this isn't a serious restaurant.
Oh my god.
literally,
The food ain't good, bro. It didn't have to be.
the movie,
You walk into a restaurant,
eating.
like
you thought that it was gonna be fine dining, and then there's flies
That's what
all
I'm
over
saying.
the mac and cheese.
Exactly.
You get what
That's
I mean?
exactly what I'm saying, bro.
to me, the
was
the
good,
movie
Ricky. That
met
was
the
good.
expectations I thought it was gonna have anyway. After like honestly, after Ragnarok, I didn't think a next Thor movie is gonna be really serious. I thought it was gonna be like Ragnarok. So I went in expecting a lot of jokes. They're gonna have some setups to something. It's gonna be a lot of jokes, and they're gonna try to play it up. So that's what I thought. That's what I got. So-
I went in with the same expectation, and I was disappointed that it
That's
wasn't
what I'm
enough
saying.
like Ragnarok because it wasn't
That's
good
what
like
I'm
Ragnarok.
saying. We're
I
comparing
didn't even
Ragnarok to
think
this,
Ragnarok
and
was
it's
that
it's
special.
a very far away
Yeah, bro.
comparison, bro. If you give that a 1 out of 10, what are you giving it, McDermott?
I'm like I don't have a
Don't
like, to
freeze.
rate it.
Answer the
Go
question,
ahead.
man.
1
Answer
out of
the
10.
question.
What's up? What's up?
Answer the question.
Like a
What's
six. Like a 6 or a 7. That to me is okay.
Wait, a 6 or 7 is okay to you?
Yes, so 6 or 7
Well,
to
yeah,
me is okay.
5 is
No,
average.
no. I actually want to know. So then, what would a 5 be?
Yeah, what's Ragnarok?
It's Ragnarok. I don't. Ragnarok's not that crazy. Ragnarok's around 6 and 7 too. Honestly.
No way. I can't.
do that?
I will not let you get away with this. You'll never get away with this. You will not get away with this.
I want you guys to understand that, like, you have very high. You thought Ragnarok was something really special. I didn't.
It was
No. That's not what we said.
But
We're
you're
just
saying
saying
it's
it's-
your Thor movie and all this stuff. To me, it's like
way
what?
easier. A way easier thing, I think, to get everybody sort of like in your headspace. What would you say are like your 5 favorite Marvel movies that have currently been, or TV shows? You can include any. But of the Marvel projects, the canon Marvel projects, what would be your top 5?
No Way Home, Hawkeye. Endgame,
That's not even
yeah.
a movie.
No, he said shows. He said
No.
TV projects.
Shows are fair. That's fair.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
Hawkeye, No Way Home.
School was ready.
My bad.
All right, Hawkeye, No Way Home. What else?
I like Moon Knight.
Okay.
See, it's hard for me to do 5. 3 is a little easier. So just do No Way Home, Hawkeye, Endgame.
Okay. That doesn't really give me much though, because
Another thing I will tell you is like recency matters a lot to me. Like, yeah, I have nostalgic things, but I'm normally trend more towards recent things because that experience is fresh to me. But like,
Would you call that a bias though?
yeah,
Okay. So we can agree with that. So you're just recency bias, and you're high off the fact that it's the newest Marvel movie. So it's as close to Ragnarok as the other.
like honestly, like that's not even just a direct Ragnarok thing in terms of recency. Ragnarok, I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed this movie. Like that's just me.
But okay, but that's
you
different
didn't
than
think
you
the
saying-
movie moved too fast? You didn't think that the plot line of him putting shadows and stealing these children out of nowhere was nothing
He's
to you?
stealing
Like, you didn't
children.
care?
I got why he did it though. So when it happened, I was like, oh, he's trying to bait Thor. So to me, it made sense why it happened. So yeah, is it going around a bit and they're jumping around? Yeah, but like as it was going, to me,
Like,
stuff
when he
I could
killed-
keep
when
up
he
with
killed
why they're doing
Zeus,
stuff.
When he killed Zeus, you were
But
like,
he didn't
okay, that's
actually.
cool.
No, when that
kill him,
happened, I thought
apparently.
for a fact Zeus is not dead, and then Zeus showed up again.
But I'm saying, like, in the movie, like he falls over and he steals.
Yeah,
his weapon.
but I thought he wasn't
You were
dead.
fine with that, and they just leave the
I
area?
was
Nobody
super
in
certain
the,
he was
the
not
God
dead.
realm cared about it at all.
Again, I was super certain he was not dead, and then he showed up again. So, so to me, it was like I saw it happen. It's like he's not dead. So that just like it's like whatever to me.
Something else that's not dead is the Klonoa series. They recently re-released
Yeah.
the Klonoa game on Nintendo Switch.
That's the segue, God.
They just,
We are
they
off of
just
it.
recently re-released the Klonoa games, Klonoa Door to Phantom Isle and Klonoa 2 on the Nintendo Switch and on PlayStation and I think every platform. And I was just going to ask everybody, who has played this yet?
Me.
Not me.
Okay.
Played a little bit of it.
I have
What did you guys think of it? I'm just curious.
I haven't played too much of it to form like a good opinion.
Okay.
I've only played like 5 levels so far, but I'm enjoying it a lot actually.
So
What world are you on? I'm curious, Mike. Do you know like what world?
5 levels in, I think is like it's the level
That's
after
World
the
3.
cave.
That's World 3 because
Yeah.
Oh, you're
it's
all
World
right.
of
You're still in the good
World.
stuff. All right, that's fine. Fidel?
Yeah, I beat game 1 and I'm halfway through game 2.
Okay. I want to ask you something then, Fidel.
Yeah.
Was World 6 as mind-numbing and frustrating for you as it was for me?
Not as bad as you because I early on when I saw there were lives and I saw that on easy mode your wind bullet goes farther, I was like, I'm just putting this on easy mode and I'm gonna have myself a good time.
See, I wish I would have done that because I played on
wish I
normal.
could. Yeah.
And for those of you who caught the stream yesterday, I was told this is like a fun little happy platformer game. I'm gonna beat it in like 3 hours. I fly all the way through it. I'm having a good time. I get to that world that Mike's in. I'm loving it. I get to the beginning of World 6 and I'm like, oh, the aesthetic's really cool. And then there's like an astronomical difficulty spike in World 6 in which not only does the game get way more difficult, but the controls feel like they break. Where you're shooting the little ring thing, and it's just hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you'll grab something, sometimes you won't grab something. The timing for some of these jumps becomes so precise. And this one specific level in World 6, you have to go through this gauntlet of like 4 platform things that are all very specific. And if you lose to this thing at the very ending, which is like a little boss, you have to do this entire gauntlet all over again. I have platinumed Elden Ring, all right? I have flown through all of Cuphead and the Delicious Last Course in like 2 hours, all right? I have done things, and maybe it's just because I'm bad at platformers, but I have done things that a lot of people would consider to be very, very difficult. None of that stuff was anywhere near as difficult as World 6 of Klonoa 1, or at least as frustrating. Because I feel like if you're losing in Cuphead, or you're losing against an Elden Ring boss or something, I feel like I understand why I'm losing. Like, I know it's not my fault. I mean, I know it is my fault, I should say, that I'm losing to these things. But I think the thing that was frustrating about Klonoa is I knew that it wasn't my fault. Because I was getting the patterns down. I knew the pattern. I knew what I had to do. But because the little ring thing wasn't coming out just enough, I wasn't able to do the thing in enough time, and he had to go do the whole thing over again.
I don't know why. Man, I don't know why the ring distance is attributed to like easy mode, because I just feel like that distance you have on easy mode should be the default, because it makes the game way more enjoyable. Like because early on I remember
it's not a difficult. Like I think what was frustrating for me was it's not like that difficult. What you have to do is not that difficult. Like I think a good example is something that, like Shofu, you streamed this too. We both streamed this. Was Ghosts and Goblins. Like they did the recent remake. That was super challenging, but I had fun and I got all the way through it.
I didn't.
That's cap.
That's cap. Yeah. I beat it and I had fun.
That game
and I
way
got
too hard, bro.
But like,
wait, what difficulty were you playing
on in that game? On normal.
Nah, bro.
Wait, was it normal than the easier one, or was it normal than the harder?
Than Ghosts and Goblins.
That game was way too hard, bro. Watch out.
Maybe. I don't know, man. All I know.
Maybe you're sick.
Klonoa, I'm never gonna pick up again, and I think I just don't like platformers, and I'm not good at them. I think that's the conclusion I came to. Because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, there's other 2D platformers I like, right? There's other 3D platformers I like, but this is not one of them, and I'm sad about that. Because I thought the character's cute.
I want to go take a piss. What are we talking about?
Klonoa.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, like I've been enjoying it. Like I've been having a great time. I enjoyed the music, like the aesthetic, the gameplay style is really cool for a platformer. Like as someone who's like, I'd say I extensively know like 2D, 3D platformers. I'd say like this game, it's definitely, I feel like 2 is definitely where the game shines more, because it does that sort of thing a lot of sequel platformers do, where the levels start to have like a gimmick and like a cool thing that they start to show off like every level or two. Like there's one level where you're surfing, and there's levels where you're doing carnival stuff. But I understand what you mean by the first game. Definitely has like, because it's weird. Like some levels will be like, here's a straightforward platforming level, and then some like almost turn to a Metroidvania level, and it's like weird.
But I did go get the little orbs and stuff. And it's like you're in the thing for an hour, and I'm like, I wanted to get through a cute little platform.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, like yesterday, like I was playing Klonoa 2, and there's just this one level. It's like halfway through the game. It's so long, and I'm like, what's going on? Like every other level is like a normal pace. Why is this one like 30 minutes long? So it definitely has a pacing issue, but I think for the most part, it's fun.
Yeah, like I said, the first few worlds, I was having a good time and stuff. Yeah. And like I knew, and Zeph, I know you were watching this live, like I was progressively getting more and more tilted. But it was not because of like me not knowing what to do, which is why it was so frustrating.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, if it's something that I'm like, okay, obviously I'm losing to this boss over and over again, well, I'll learn the pattern, and then that's fun for me. But it was that, like, I was doing what I need to do correctly, and it's just the A button or like the weird little 1 pixel of this floating green enemy in the background just like wasn't connecting, and I would have to do the same thing over and over again. And I wasn't dying at this point. I just had to jump back up the platform, but it was like annoying after a certain point where it's like, just connect.
Yeah, no,
I honestly, I should have played on easy. I think you did it the right way. Yeah.
I think literally, because I was streaming the beginning of the game. Right away, I was struggling with one of the first bosses, because I'm like, why the fuck is this like wind bowl? It's such a short like window, and then it says like on easy it goes farther. I'm like, oh, that's way better, and it just makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in terms of another platformer that is enjoyable, that's getting a new entry since the last time we did Japan Time, many of you probably already know this. We're already late to this news, but Kirby is getting another entry on Nintendo Switch this year. Kirby's Dream Buffet, which is basically Kirby Fall Guys, is what it looks like.
Yeah, but it's sadly it's just
gourmet race.
It's 4 players, so it's not like super Fall Guys-y. It's kind of just like a party.
It doesn't have
game.
that same level of chaos.
It looks like the tilt and tumble mixed with gourmet race.
Yeah.
More.
Are we ever getting Air Ride again?
I hope so.
We're getting there, I think.
I don't
I don't know, because a lot of these Kirby spin-offs don't take a lot of effort to make, probably, and Air Ride would.
Yeah.
I mean, would it? That entire game is like one button.
I also
entire
feel like
game.
talking about
definitely
having
said
to
this
make
on
all
the
the
show before.
assets and stuff. Like with this Kirby game, I'm sure a lot of the assets are from previous titles.
I just feel like now that we're in 3D, this is the closest era we could get to Air Ride coming back.
I mean, like we've said this on the show before. I still think Air Ride would be like the perfect NSO game for them to throw on there. You have like a battle royale.
I feel like this should have been an NSO game too.
Honestly, yeah, you're the resident.
We don't know the
Kirby
price,
fan,
though.
Mike. Like, how do you feel about this?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. When I saw it, I thought it was like, it felt like a game I would play once and then probably never touch again. But we'll see. I don't know. Kirby spin-offs can go pretty hard, like Dream Course.
Yeah.
So
Kirby spin-offs is either fun for a
I
week
really
or,
liked
really memorable.
I really liked Blowout Blast on the 3DS.
Yo?
Hey, yo.
I can't even talk about Kirby anymore.
I mean,
Said blowout blast. What's he blowing out?
You making up
since
games.
Kirby got that mouthful.
What's he
There's
blowing
no
out?
game
bro?
called Blowout Blast.
What's he blowing
I
out?
think
people
it's
say, yo.
it's
All
really
you
gonna
are
come
going
down
to
to like
hell
level variety. Honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, on the topic of blowouts, let's talk a little bit about Bayonetta 3 because we got a new trailer for that game.
Jesus
And,
Christ, Roger.
I mean, what?
I thought
Segue God, bro.
She had some hair. There you go.
She
So
can do what she
we
wants.
got a release date now for Bayonetta. It's coming out this October. I am not like a huge action game fan, so like of the people that like Bayonetta, how you feel about this?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Bayonetta 2 especially is one of my favorite action games. That game.
They got a
immaculate.
no titties mode.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
do.
They got the little Timmy mode.
They got the streamer safe mode.
Nah, I'm
Nah,
not. They can't get me.
Streamer safe. Ain't this the same platform that allowed people to stream Cyberpunk?
I don't worry
That's
about
true.
it.
That's
Exactly.
that mode is not
Speaking
getting
of
turned
that,
on, bro. We going live with raw titty, bro. Straight
Not
up.
raw titty.
Straight
Not
up.
raw
Straight
witch
up.
titty.
Straight up.
That's that demon titty
Bare ass just on the screen.
working.
But yeah,
I think the
it's-
game looks really
that's
good.
chaotic.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
Niggas trying to see
Yeah.
that moose knuckle.
Snark.
Yo,
What is that? What I would like to know what a moose knuckle is. Can I please get next?
Shut up, bro.
So Roger,
I saw that out of
right?
the corner
Think
of my eye, bro.
Think of like a camel toe, and then just replace it with a moose knuckle.
Oh,
Why?
It's like the same thing.
but like, what is? I don't even know what a moose's knuckle looks like. I know what
Looks
a
like a
camel
camel
toe
toe,
looks
bro.
like.
Mooses
so-
and camels are.
Why did I
really
just
different.
say that?
what are we
Everything
talking
is
about
that
right
way.
now?
What
I
is
hate literally
Bayonetta?
everything.
No, me and Roger are here. We're here right now. We got
Oh,
it.
I shouldn't have Googled this. Oh, this
You're done.
Your algorithm is
Delete
fucking-
your history,
my
bro.
algorithm's gone now.
No,
Yeah, I gotta.
no, what's crazy? This is what's good wanted. This is the outcome.
Yeah, this is that's
like
getting
and
deleted right now.
Roger just let him have this. He just
No,
let him
no,
have
no.
this.
Every day,
First thing I
every
saw
day
was
you need to
Borat
learn
with his
something,
balls
bro.
hanging out. I saw Borat with his balls hanging out. That's my. Oh, I don't like this, man. I gotta delete this. All right. Well, something else that got deleted is Fall Guys off of my Switch because I still
Finally.
wasn't going to play it even though it's free. But how do you guys feel about the fact that now Fall Guys
Hey,
is free?
Vera, Mike, and I
That
are
shit
playing
not
right
getting played.
now.
It's,
you.
I hate that game, but I always play it. But I
I
hate
assumed it was already free, so I'm surprised just to
Ah.
find out it's free to play now.
This is the
Game
burrito
the
game
is
that Tater
very
was
fun.
streaming.
it. Yes.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The game is very fun, and there's a lot of cosmetics. If you bought the game, they give you a bunch of free shit. So
to me, Fall Guys is one of those games you can play if you're drunk or something.
Well,
it's
It's
pretty
easy
party
playing.
game-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good game
like
to play
it's
while you're on a
content
podcast and ain't doing shit.
Play Fall Guys.
They've been doing a good job updating it over the years.
Yeah.
I think like now
Which
is
is
probably the
honestly-
best time to go free to play because they have just so many levels.
And honestly, I think, considering that, you know, this was a very small dev team when this game came out, they were not definitely not expecting the success that the game received originally, and you know, they were most likely overwhelmed with everything that happened. For them to still be able to continue supporting the game the way that they have is honestly very, very impressive. Of course, they probably have a lot more financial and development support post this period, which has kind of enabled them. But like, still, I think they've done a great job with this game.
Yeah, it's as frustrating and fun as you'd want it to be.
Yeah.
Nothing else on the topic of Fall Guys. We're moving on.
Reduce the prices in the shop, please. It's kind of ridiculous.
They won't. It's
You know what else?
How about you get your money up, bro? How about that?
You know what else is
Stack your
ridiculous?
bread.
You know what I'm saying?
For the
Bro.
Fall Guys skins.
Like $15 for
Hey, how
a
about you
cat
just
skin?
don't buy a skin ever in that game, bro? How about that? That's even better.
No,
That's
no,
even
that's
better.
cap. That's cap. Some of these skins are fire.
You don't need a
Okay,
skin.
what the fuck is the point of a fire skin and a
It's all
bum-ass game?
cosmetic.
It looks.
You buy skins in Smite.
Looks funny, bro.
I haven't played Smite in months.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
but you bought skins in it.
Okay.
Hey, man, I don't need your
But
help.
I've also been playing that game for 10 fucking years.
Wait, real quick, just so I know, Smite's the game about like gods, right? It's like the god fighting each other. Cool. So another thing on the topic of gods
There we
fighting
go.
each other.
Ah, he
God
fucked
of
up.
War
Nah, I heard
is
that.
getting
I heard it.
He said
yeah,
guys. He did say guys.
I try, and then I heard the. Oh well, it's fine. God of War is getting a release date.
You kind
God
of
of
preyed
War
on his
is getting a release
downfall, Shofu.
Now-
it's fine. You know, it is what it is. They can't all be
now,
bangers. It's
I
fine.
don't know.
Sometimes I gotta hear certain things. Like
This is
when
how
I
you get
said
better, Ricky.
Earlier,
I gotta-
returning.
I-
Yeah, I was returning.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I don't know
No.
who else is like as pumped for fucking God of War as I am. I just don't
Yeah.
know.
It's just you.
But from everything that like all the devs are saying, like there was a lot of talk about this game just like being rushed. That's super cap. This game's done. And the fact that this game is done and they're still trying to release it this year means that they're very confident. Because I'm assuming it varies studio to studio. Viram, you might know. I have never worked at a game studio, but I would assume it varies from studio to studio how much they really care about things like, you know, not necessarily reviews, because everyone to an extent cares about reviews. But when you have a AAA game with that much money, they obviously want to know, you know, sales, game of the year contention or discussion, these types of things, right?
Yes.
So the fact that they're still putting out this game this year, when they are done, and they definitely could have delayed it to, you know, January, tells me that this game is probably crazy. like this game is probably stupid. So
Yeah, I mean, this has been in development since 2018, right? So like 2022, that's plenty of time for this to sit and simmer.
yeah, and they also kind of began writing it when they wrote the first one too. So this game is
There you go.
So
I'm
you're
very
saying
excited.
this game about to fall off the bone?
I mean, it might go stupid, you know? Like it might.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be very good. This is probably the only thing that I could see in terms of an actual like game of the year contender against Elden Ring. I think in terms of like the mainstream gaming press, because obviously like Xenoblade's not going to get nominated for game of the year, and like Triangle Strategy is not going to get that. But I feel like God of War, if anything can take down Elden Ring, I think it could be this game.
Or, you know what I'm saying? It could be that Rabbids. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, but
It's definitely not.
It's not going to be Rabbids. Definitely not going to be
I just wanted to
Rabbids.
segue. Can I just segue?
Yeah, you could segue into Rabbids. Yeah, what do you want to talk
Mario
about?
plus
Because
Rabbids.
that shit happened because we took off that week. They did a bunch of shit. I was wrong. I apologize. They definitely did. They have the free form shit that's kind of a grid, but not that y'all were saying. I assumed it'd be on a grid. I was wrong. But they still have not confirmed or denied multiplayer to my knowledge.
They have not.
And so that means that there isn't. It's like-
Yeah, no, it's over.
We
It's too
got
late
we
now.
got time. Maybe they could do a post launch too.
Yeah, that's cap. But
They did a post launch first time.
I just I just, man,
I think
damn
they
it, that's
probably
all I
thought no
want.
one used it.
That's all I want.
That really is it. All I need for this to be like the perfect sequel is like some online PvP.
I didn't play I played the first game. I never played the multiplayer. Is it PvP or is it you're playing with
I've
somebody?
also never played the multiplayer.
At launch, they had co-op, but I think a few months down the line, they added PvP in a free update.
Okay, that's cool.
Is it online?
No,
Or just local?
only local.
Oh, okay. Then no one cares now.
That's why no one played it.
Yeah,
makes
no.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Generally, they've made a lot of really great improvements to the game. Like everything that I wanted from the first game, they're adding in this one. Like a bigger world. We've got NPCs giving out quests. Like the battle system looks way faster.
Why did they kill Yoshi?
Huh?
Oh,
Why did they kill Yoshi?
for the OC.
Yoshi was barely in the first game to begin with, which is sad.
He has
It
a
just
shop
seemed weird.
They
When
put
they
the
said,
OC
"Oh, this is
instead.
all of the characters that are in the game," I was like, "Oh, okay." They just decided to cut
They
Yoshi.
just killed the Yoshi.
Yeah, he's the only one that's not.
Yeah,
in it.
no, I know. Yeah, I think that I legitimately think they replaced it with the OC Rabbit.
No, they
Weird.
replaced him with Bowser.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
Yoshi was the bazooka guy.
Oh yeah,
And Bowser's
I
got
guess
the
that's the
bazooka.
case, Yeah, yeah.
by Yoshi.
Is
Maybe they'll
Yoshi
expand
Rabbit
the
still
game.
in there, or just Yoshi?
No,
No, they're all
both of them
there.
are cut.
Okay. So there you go. So it was Bowser and the OC character then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
and
It looks almost like
and
Rosalina has Rabbid Luigi's weapon.
Dude,
Oh,
he had, like, the
Rosalina's
Gatling gun.
100%.
That's right.
Rosalina's 100% the villain.
Oh yeah.
Oh
she's
yeah,
got-
absolutely.
Like taking over or something. Yeah.
The entire game is Lumas and Star Bits
Yeah,
and
she
all this
definitely
stuff.
is.
She's not a
Luigi still
hero
got
for
that
it.
goddamn super duper scope.
Huh?
He's got-
Luigi got that super duper scope.
Hey, get off his dick. I'm sorry, Tito. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're not sorry. Just don't say that.
Yeah, you kind of spoon fed him now.
Well, you don't have to fucking lie to me. It's fine.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
like,
bro.
No, you're not.
I
You're
want
not.
to ask you something real quick, Viram. Viram, you said that he spoon fed him that one, right? What
I'm
are some
not
other
gonna
things you
argue
would
with
find
this.
in a kitchen? You said spoon, fork, knife. Like, what's something else you would find in it? Maybe a cup? Would you find a cup in a kitchen?
Oh yeah, I would. You know, I'd find a cup. You know, maybe a mug.
A mug?
Yeah,
I
not a chalice.
maybe
You
a
know,
chalice, perhaps.
Maybe a chalice?
maybe. You know,
Correct.
maybe some salt in there.
Exactly. There you go. All right. Well, now
Yeah.
we're talking about Cuphead, the delicious
sir.
fast course. This got
Get your
released
glove
right after the last show, right? It was like a couple days after the last one.
Yeah.
And a lot has happened since then. I think most of us have already beaten it, right? Or have at least the people
Shofu was
who
getting
played it.
washed.
Really? Did you
Okay.
beat
Yeah,
all
Shofu-
of
Shofu and Snark.
No,
Shofu and Snark were getting washed.
Hold on. Because you talking about I'm getting watched, but where's your gameplay at?
Huh?
Where's your gameplay at?
What?
Where's your
Hold
gameplay
on.
at? Oh, so you can't hear
What?
me.
I
Where's
can
your
hear you.
gameplay at?
Huh?
Where's
Hold
your
on.
gameplay at? Because you over here talking about my. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bitch. Over here talking about my gameplay, but where's your
why did he
gameplay?
leave?
Because he didn't buy the. He's talking shit like I was getting my ass beat. Now I was. That's besides the point. The point is he didn't play the game himself, but he talking about me. All right, that's
That
crazy.
isn't the point of Cuphead to get your ass beat.
Well,
There was
I
one
was
night-
mainly getting my ass beat at the beginning because I haven't played the game in 5 years, and I had to relearn how to play while getting my ass beat and relearning the mechanics and all that shit. So the first boss was pretty hard for me. It took me a while to beat it.
You were at the horse boss for like 2.5 hours.
Because once again, I was in an airplane and I had to remember how to play the game another way.
Also, to be fair, Esther Winchester is like without a doubt the most difficult boss they've thrown in.
Is that the airplane?
When you're in the airplane, man. That is brutal. That was
That's the one boss I watched you stream, I think.
Oh my god!
He was that boss. Yeah, I just hate the airplane bosses, man.
Now the only Cuphead input I have is I have not beaten the devil yet. So that's
should
where
do
I
that.
end up.
Now is actually
I,
the perfect opportunity to do it because with the DLC, Miss Chalice has this invincibility roll thing, and if you use that and then get the crack shot, which is like the little bullet that bounces off of stuff, you can kill the devil really, really easily. And her double jump makes that entire like third part of his phase way easier too, because you can just dash Fury into his tears
This guy's
and you'll beat
speedrunning.
it, no problem. Yeah.
Interesting.
He loves Cuphead.
What's the weapon?
Oh, I
called?
love Cuphead. Yeah, this is like you can ask me about Cuphead anything. I'm good.
What's the weapon called?
The crack shot.
Crack shot. Okay, bro.
Yeah.
That weapon is
yeah.
busted, bro.
Crackheads.
The crack shot. No, crack shot's the first one, and then your second one should be the spread, which does like a lot of damage in close range.
Whoa! Hey, yo!
Hey,
yo,
what?
Roger,
Hey,
chill
I
out,
beg your
bro.
pardon?
No, okay, I didn't say spread your crack.
What?
No.
Zoinks!
You're sick.
You trying to get to that
Jay Williker!
You trying to get to that?
That's the real high class.
Roger.
Get Zooks!
Roger, what the fuck was that?
Well, I mean, we were talking about crack shots and stuff, and so I
Stop,
figured
bro.
that was bring it up. Well, I'm just saying. But no, the Cuphead DLC really is like awesome. If you guys haven't played it yet, make sure to check it out.
Random question. I don't know if anyone knows this, but is now whatever her name is,
Miss Chalice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is she like the speed run character now? Like, is that what happens? Like,
Yes and no, because like her tool set's pretty broken. Like being able to invincibility roll and have the double jump, but her jumps are a little bit shorter than Cuphead's. And there's certain bosses where, like King Dice, for example, where you have to jump and parry on the top of the cards. That is like near impossible with her because her
she
parry
jumps
is a
twice,
dash. Right, you jump twice, but like in order to parry on top of that thing, you have to like jump and then be directly above it.
Yeah. No, that's
because you know you have to like hop on top of things.
Parrying shit that's horizontal is weird.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. So like, there's certain things where it'll still be better to play as Cuphead, but a lot of the bosses, especially in like the first 3 islands that were like the base game, you can run through really easily now with Miss Chalice. So yeah, if you had an issue with it before, or it was too hard, now is the perfect opportunity to jump back in, and it's like $7 for this DLC. Totally worth it.
Even in like the DLC island, you can like spin around, and for 3 bosses, you get 2 extra hearts, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the little game genie thing that you can do. Yeah.
no, I can't play Cuphead until I beat Sifu, man. One thing at a time.
I feel that.
No, I'm almost upset it's over because like there's something like Cuphead really is just like it's so unique. There's something about the frustration and style of that game that's like nothing hits exactly the same as Cuphead.
I'll tell you exactly what it is, Fidel. You want me to tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's the music, bro.
Oh, the
It's
music,
the music,
for sure.
yeah.
It's a huge part of it. Not just the music, but the animation, I think, too. Like,
Yeah.
it is, especially for, like, the Chef Saltbaker fight. Dude, the
Oh,
animation
it's
is
insane,
incredible.
dude. Yeah.
And the salt's pouring out of him, and he's transforming into different things.
Like cutting the things and they're like crying because like they're
Dude, it's
real.
so good.
Yeah. I think I think genuinely, this is such a small part of the game, but I genuinely think it's a massive part of why people love it. It's that when you die, seeing how far you got. I genuinely think that alone is a massive part of the game because the amount of times you're like, you realize, okay, I'm getting better. Oh, I was right there. And it drives you insane when you see that one time where like, you're like right on the flag and you're just like, I have to do it now.
It's so good. It really is so good.
It's basically the closest thing the bosses have to a health bar.
Yeah, basically.
So I'm saying,
course.
do you think that Cuphead will be ruined if there was damage numbers?
Yes.
You would lose something.
Something would definitely be lost. I think if they're ever going to make a Cuphead 2 or whatever, I would love for them to just stick to this formula because I feel like they nailed it. And I think even in terms of length and stuff too, because it's the kind of thing where I could go back and replay it.
I was gonna say
3 hours.
Roger's so different tonight.
God,
What's going on, boy?
Holy moly.
Jinkies!
Okay, well,
Great Scott!
No, but
You
I
got a
love it.
world exclusive,
no
didn't you?
Holy
though?
cow!
I did, yeah. So that was actually something I had the honor to do that last week. Is Nintendo hit me up because they knew I was a huge Cuphead fan, and they had me
flexing.
host. No, I wasn't.
You are flexing. They didn't hit me up. They didn't hit me up.
Nintendo,
They gonna hit you up.
Nintendo called me
flex.
for that late night. Nintendo called me for that late
Why do
night.
you always say it like that, man? Why
I wasn't even going to bring it up, but you just said it. But no, they had me host a Q&A
I wasn't
with
even talking.
developers of Cuphead. And Jared and Chad, who were the two guys that run the studio, and they were super, super cool. Were giving us a lot of information about like how they develop the bosses and what the difficulty balance is. So like one of the things they mentioned during the interview is that when they develop a boss, they make it where the boss can be, once it's able to be beaten in 2 minutes using just the pea shooter weapon, that's when they know they have the right difficulty for it. And if it's like taking too long or it's too short,
That's really
that's
interesting.
when they adjust it. Yeah, but they said it's 2 minutes with the pea shooter. And that the only other thing they don't do that for is like if it's a final boss or something. So like the chef or the devil or King Dice, because those all have different phases to them.
Oh.
So yeah.
The chef can go fuck himself. Absolutely.
Whoa.
Nah, he was
go to hell, bro.
violating them strawberries, man.
Yeah,
He was.
he was murdering.
I mean, the way he brutally murders some of those ingredients in the background is kind of ridiculous. So
Is it like that one anime that keeps getting meme where the potato peels himself?
yes.
oh, you mean like Sausage Party? That's not an anime. I mean, that's
Hey,
No, I'm
You
not.
talking about Seth Rogen movie?
what are you
All right.
watching?
okay. Stop.
Hey, yo!
That movie-
What are you
Hold
watching,
on, I'm
Roger?
reading it.
Zoink!
In that movie, there's the potato that's like peeling himself.
Ooh,
I can't. I said anime. Anyway,
I did say anime. Roger is freaky deaky, bro.
Bro, he's talking about sausage parties, bro. Absolute freak.
Zooey mama.
Zooey mama.
what did you just say? What the fuck is like?
I read that in the chat.
That's the Rowley. That's the Rowley quote, bro.
I'm gonna vomit.
Diarrhea would be kid.
I'm gonna vomit.
Zooey mama.
I'm gonna
Insane.
vomit.
Oh my gosh.
What was that tweet that you tweeted that one time, Fidel, where it was
Oh,
like
Zooey mama. It's like the minion.
Zungas of the fish or something? What was it? You know what I'm talking about? Well,
I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
shout out, by the way. Apparently, while we're recording this, Super Mario Sunshine is now officially 20 years old, as of right now.
Man, That's
Still
that
fucking
hurts, bro.
trash too. Let's go.
No, it's
Wow.
not. It's not trash. It's not. It's a good
Well,
game.
something else that's not trash is Multiverses, which officially
That's
is
fact.
entering the early
That is
access
cap.
tomorrow.
Holy.
Great,
That's
great
fact.
segue.
That's fact. You're a hater. That's fact.
I'm not a hater.
Let's hear about
I'm
it.
a realist, all right?
That's fact.
You
No,
You got
you're
a
not.
hater.
That's true.
Might
We
be
played
the
it.
only
Where
We had a
the
good
code?
time.
around here.
Anybody
So
got
yeah,
codes?
the beta comes out at like noon or something like that. The early access, I'll be playing it. They released some patch notes. Iron Giant's in the game, so he's like
3 times the size of everyone else.
yeah. And
What,
they
what the fuck
confirmed-
are we talking about?
Talk
I'm
about
really
multiverses.
high, bro. Okay.
Okay,
You said the
alright.
Iron Giant. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, so the
He's in
Iron Giant, the Iron Giant is in Multiverses as a playable character, and
Okay.
he is what they have officially basically confirmed. He is the first Colossus character, meaning that he is the first character that's gonna be like fucking for reference for people who don't know what that looks like. If he stands on the stage of Battlefield, basically his head will poke into the platform above him.
It looks so funny, dude.
So-
He just looks absurd.
So, and there's
When
a
you
bunch
say
of
first Colossus, there's got to be more like him.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
there will
yeah.
be more. So I'm assuming Darkseid
other-
will be a Colossus character.
Oh,
The
Roger the
director mentioned that like Iron Giant has opened the door for more characters.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Is what
like,
he said.
Godzilla
is
for
he
sure.
like, is
Godzilla.
okay?
Yeah.
I don't know shit about this game. So is he like, if he was put on Smash Bros. Battlefield, would he just go through the platform?
Yeah,
He would probably
Yeah,
touch
yeah,
the
he
top
is.
platform.
Zev,
Just said that.
Zev, think of.
Wait, y'all just
Bro, what
This
the
boy
fuck
got
is
the
going
Zook
on?
Zeph is gone. Zeph is gone.
Zev, think about if like the Ridley boss fight from Smash 4 was
sick.
how Ridley was playing.
Okay, you have to explain things to me like I'm 5 years old. Right now, bro.
Okay. I will say it again. If you put Iron Giant underneath the platform on Battlefield, Zev, his head will poke through the platform.
Seth,
You
I have
know,
an easier way to
with
describe it.
Sandal-
I got a way easier way to describe it. Remember the Pyrosphere stage in Smash 4? Where
Yeah.
Ridley was the boss character? He's that
Yeah.
size. He's the size of Ridley as the boss on that stage.
Hello?
You know,
Yeah.
no. Forget all this. Let me just give you an image.
Yeah,
He's
but
He's
Darren and Mike are
literally
putting
clipping
images.
through this. He looks like he was photoshopped onto this image.
He's not. That's him.
So yes, Godzilla. I'm thinking Dark Side as well, but I also think you're gonna get some of the fusion gems, like the giant, like the really big ones.
Oh yeah, they
These
could do a
3
diamond,
Kazes.
Yeah, like one of the diamonds.
a Pacific Rim mech, maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
That'd be
sure.
good.
That works.
Sure.
Hell
I can
yeah.
see that. Yeah.
And then go ahead. Jeff.
Gypsy Danger.
They,
Let's
they
go.
can have characters from anything in this, right?
Yeah, I was literally gonna say.
Pretty much.
Basically, they have soft confirmed that even though it is a WB game, just like Smash, basically they're open to collaborating with whatever and whoever.
Can they put like a Transformer and a Gundam?
I'm sure they will eventually.
Yeah.
I'm sure Optimus Prime will be in this game.
Wow. Now, did they confirm or announce whether you have to play him solo? Like, you can't have a teammate because that seems a little.
you
He's
have
got
to
a
have
teammate in there.
Yeah, you have to have a teammate. Yeah, that's how the game works.
But you look at this. Look at the size of it.
Yeah,
That's-
you talking about in doubles where I have a big ass character that can combo for 8 years? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, play him. Do it.
Right, but obviously he's going to be powerful, so that's why.
Yeah, but go ahead, do it. Play this character. Go ahead, do it.
Okay, I'll main him.
All right, bet. You're not gonna play the game.
All
with
right. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Rick, yeah, you're not gonna play.
me. Anyway,
Okay. You didn't have to say it like that, but okay.
but what's interesting is that Tony, the dev, did say the director did say that during internal testing, the character was either broken or garbage, which means that this character's kit is probably loaded, because that's the old, because characters like that are really hard to bounce. When they have a loaded kit, they're either garbage or they're fucking nuts. So we'll see, but yeah.
I just realized I'm looking down a list of topics. I don't even have a segue for this because I didn't
heard
even
the dog
realize
this
this
time.
already came out. Oh yeah, now you hear my dog show, Blue. That's right. The dog you didn't even know I had for 3 years.
Hey, Roger. And speaking of dogs, there's plenty of dogs in Monster Hunter Rise.
There you go. That's a much
You
better.
know what I'm
segue.
saying? You can go ahead and get
Perfect,
yourself
perfect.
a Palamute. You know what I'm saying? Monster Hunter Rise. Go ahead if you're playing it on Switch or Inting. And if you're not playing it on PC, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Monster Hunter Rise is very good because it doesn't look like ass because it's not on the Switch. So yeah. Play that
Honestly,
shit.
the
thing
Sunbreak?
about the thing
Like, have
the
you played a lot of it?
problem about- oh my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Scoop.
I was gonna completely No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna ask how you like Sunbreak so far.
No. See, I was going on a whole different thing. Like,
I want to hear what this other thing was before we get back to Sunbreak. Then let's hear it. No. It could be completely off topic. Let's hear it.
okay,
You're
I
on
was
deck.
gonna
You're on
say
deck.
if you want to play Monster Hunter, that's only PVE. But if you want to play PVE as well as PvP, you play Destiny. You know, but it was
What?
not. It wasn't.
What? They're not similar at all. What?
No.
Shut up, McGarrett. You don't know
Oh
anything about anything.
Wait.
No, you over here talking, trying to shield
Oh
Destiny. I
my
get you
God.
okay, bro, but back up.
Oh
That's nothing
my
like Monster
goodness.
Hunter. Calm down over
What do
there.
you mean it's nothing like it? Yes, it is. You don't know anything about anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, bro. All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy your fantasy over there, bro.
Let me get this dub, bro. Easy.
But yeah, Sunbreak is really good. It's very, very fun. And a lot of people are starting to play Monster Hunter because it's on PC. And I don't think the biggest hindrance to Monster Hunter being a good game is the fact that it comes out on Nintendo console. So, because that game was disturbing to look at on the Switch, and now I can actually look at what I'm doing and play at a consistent frame rate. So it's like, yay.
Although, speaking of Sunbreak, I gotta go before the sun rises, you know what I'm saying? It's time for bed in this neck of the woods, you know what I'm saying? But I got last thing. I got one last thing to say, because I wasn't able to say it 2 weeks ago. DNF Duel is some trash. All right, good night.
Oh my god.
He's right.
He really left on that note.
No, but he's right though.
Well, something that is not
Wait,
trash
wait.
at all.
Can I talk about Sunbreak real fast?
No. So something that's not trash at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the person who plays every single monster on there. I can't talk about the monster on there. That's crazy.
Pokemon Puzzle League is now in the NSO.
He really did really skip it. He really did.
I've been waiting so long to play Pokemon Puzzle League again. The fact that you can now play it on NSO, it's a masterpiece. Everyone, if you like Panel to Pod,
fiction, bro.
It's amazing. I love it. Fidel and I were just playing beforehand. It's a great game.
Hey,
We
we're
should've
set
checked
right now,
Pokemon
Fidel.
Puzzle
What you
League.
talk about?
What? Oh, let's
Set
go.
right now,
Let's go.
bitch.
Hey, speaking of let's go, I'm about to go put my son to bed. So have a good night, everybody. I appreciate y'all for letting me on the
Thought he was gonna
jump
make a
real
Pokemon
quick. You know
was
what I'm
great.
saying?
I mean, he kinda is.
Big Derek, it's all love. I ain't even tripping,
Yeah,
bro.
no, I'm
You
good,
all
bro.
be-
Yeah, you have a good
No,
night.
I know you good because I'm good.
I can
No,
hear
I
your
know you
voice,
good
man.
because I'm good. Straight
Okay.
up.
Okay, you could leave on a positive note, or you could be that guy. But okay, see you later, man.
I mean, whoa, what is that trying to
You did call him.
What does
Mr.
that
Guest,
guy
though.
mean?
You
You
did do that.
that.
Yes,
did
I'm
do
trying
that.
to put my point across. Every time I talk, you just want to talk over me.
That's Mr.
So you
Guest is
mad?
insane.
I was at a bring back Virum from the damn
Why you
from the damn like logo contest.
Don't cry, please, bro.
Wait, are you crying right now?
There
He's
we
crying.
go. All right, Scoot. Continue, bro.
Thank you guys for having
This
me.
is
Have a good
crazy.
night.
Of course.
Have a good
Take
night.
care,
See you,
buddy.
Scoot.
All right.
He's gone. I really like Sunbreak. Sunbreak is actually pinnacle of Monster Hunter.
What happened to Pokemon Puzzle League?
Nobody asked. So we're talking about Pokemon Puzzle League.
Did you kick
And Zeph, go ahead and talk about it.
He really had some 2 cents. He really had some more.
Fucking crying.
Oh my god.
No, but Zeph, the floor is yours. If you're not too high, I'm down to talk more Pokemon. Go on ahead.
I like how
Otherwise, McDerrick will talk about
Wait, we
Monster
talking
Hunter.
about
We'll end it
wait,
with-
which Pokemon we talking about?
Puzzle League right now.
Real quick. Okay, first of all, Shofu, do you even want to cover the leaks on your channel?
I already talked to Snark about the leaks, so I don't really give a fuck, to be honest.
Okay,
If I'm gonna be,
but we could talk more about Puzzle League for now, if you want. I don't
I really like it. It's amazing. It's a really good game.
I thought you guys
I
wanted
gotta
to talk
add
more about it.
Yeah,
That's all they were ever gonna say about it. But you know how it is.
That's literally it.
my
Yeah,
code.
that's
Oh
it.
no, I got you.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for Zeph to figure out what's going on, McDerrick, now you can talk about Monster Hunter. Go right ahead. Floor's yours. Next 5 minutes, the floor is yours. I'll time you, and it's just you. You can just nonstop talk. Go ahead.
So I really love the way they address issues with stuff monsters had when they did Master Mode. Some stuff's kind of obvious, like a lot of monsters just double up a move. They give a lot of monsters beams. But I think something's really cool is they try to fix issues. Like there's a good amount of monsters. You do less damage, but you can sit like behind them at an angle and they can't really hit you besides something obvious, but they gave a lot of them sweeping moves to deal with that. I thought the anomalies were cool. I actually, for the story stuff, I was actually very happy. In terms of like Monster Hunter endgame story, I thought this was the coolest build-up they've done to a boss, and the boss fight felt like something out of Resident Evil. So that was really cool. And then like anomalies to me is a cool way of doing almost a new game plus making these monsters harder. They've done it before with Gore Magala. Frenzy, I think it was called, but I like the way they did anomalies in this game. So that was I'm just trying to go fast, so you're not gonna get deep.
You got plenty of time. You're not even at the 30-second mark right now. You're good.
But yeah, I just thought that Sunbreak compared to like a lot of the past I've played, all of them, a lot of their G or Unite kind of style things are kind of more the same. But Sunbreak felt really fresh to me. Something I don't like, they still do the thing where you have to get to certain ranks of Master Rank or Hunter Rank to unlock more stuff. Lower rank thing is fine, but it's like rank 100 for something. That's a little much to me. Because for Monster Hunter, I want to go after gear and stuff and get excited for that. I really am not super interested in farming like to 99 Hunter rank or Master rank. Like to me, that's not that interesting. But like progressing through, getting more monsters, doing new fights, all that stuff's really fun, making more gear. So I kind of wish they would move away from that system. But besides that, I thought Sunbreak was really good.
Right on. Dude, you still have 3.5 minutes. You're good.
That's literally all I wanted to say. I don't want it to be a big deal.
Well,
You can just talk about whatever you want now.
You have 3.5 minutes to talk about whatever you want. Literally.
Right, so all this Sonic news, I'm very glad that Ian Flynn is writing this game.
Yeah.
You said whatever I wanted.
No, that's fair. Go ahead.
You haven't had Sonic today.
Take it in. Yeah, we got to have our Sonic minute. Go ahead.
Yeah. GameStop, Game Informer interviews have been really good. Hey, Fidel actually got an interview, which was really cool to see.
Sure, I did.
You want to talk about that a bit, Fidel?
Oh, the interview, it was good. I got some stuff out of him. He said, what's it called? He said we got 2 cutscenes at the beginning. Eggman messed some stuff up. They all fly down to this world. You got to collect their memories. There could be more than 7 cyberspace levels per world because he discovered 6 in his playthrough and he didn't even see most of the island. So there's still a lot more possibilities there. We got that. We know we know there's so far 11 moves you can learn, and they're all gonna have a bunch of upgrades you can get to them. So that's gonna be really cool. I think for the most part, that's the notable stuff. But overall, he said like he knew his stuff. He didn't feel like he was just like someone just covering Sonic. Like I asked him about like his time with the series. He's played like a lot of them, and he just said like he had a great time with it. It seemed like it was different enough and fun enough to keep him engaged in the gameplay loop, because the gameplay loop is very clearly just what's called, you fight the enemies, you get the gear pieces from the bosses, you use those to go to cyberspace, you get the keys for the Chaos Emeralds, and you're trying to ultimately beat the big boss on the island.
Yeah, I thought especially when he was talking about how Sonic feels while running, I thought that was really important because that's the issue people have had for a while recently.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think, he was saying that felt good to control, and he was saying the build he played was even earlier than the one IGN had, and he was having a good time. So I can only imagine. Hopefully, by the point we're at now, because even he was saying like the pause stuff is late phase stuff in there. So. Very excited, man. Just I want to see more. I want like a story trailer too.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
We haven't heard a word.
It's also kind of nice to keep it hidden because the past time, I have more faith in the Flynn, but the past time they show story stuff, then they show us the game. It's nowhere near.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, quick Sonic.
That's it.
Right on. All right.
Well, Fidel's fucking trash at Puzzle League.
Hey,
okay, to be fair, Fidel was talking the entire time, and you were no life to get over here.
What did that have to do with what I said?
Playing hard mode.
What does that do with what I said?
Well, he's actually doing something. You were just being quiet in the background.
But that doesn't make him not trash.
He can be trash.
Get off his dick, bro.
I'm not saying, excuse me?
You heard me.
I heard you. I was just surprised.
Nah, bro. Watch
I
out.
didn't expect to hear that out of you. Incredible.
Incredible.
What is happening?
I'm stunned.
No, you're not.
I'm not. You're right. I'm not. So, no, on the topic of Puzzle League, though, I forgot how budget the game is. And I mean that in a good, fun way.
I gotta plug in my shit.
I love the weird MIDI versions of the QB Master music.
Yeah, who's trash now?
Who's trash now? Look at this.
I gotta plug in my shit.
How did that happen to me? That's crazy.
God damn it.
But I legitimately, I forgot how there's all the weird, MIDI versions of the To Be a Master music.
The music is so trash.
No, but I actually kind of like it. I think it's funny for what it is. There's a ton of other modes in this, that I forgot were in there. There's the Team Rocket line attack one. There's the stadium one that you have to beat 3 different times to unlock the higher difficulties that have different endings. So right before we started today, I beat the very hard one, which the final boss of it is Mewtwo and then the clones from Mewtwo Strikes Back. And it's all very tied to the anime. I am curious, did this game ever come out in Japan?
I thought that was the whole thing, is that it didn't.
Okay, so it didn't then, because Custom Robo, I know, got released on NSO, so this one must not have been. Because even in the credits, it said that NST worked on it, which is the subsidiary that's in Redmond that did the Wave Race games and Mario and Donkey Kong. So it's kind of bizarre that they developed a Pokemon game unrelated to Pokemon Company, which I guess wasn't even a thing at this point. And it's got all the different anime stuff in it. It was just very weird, but I love it, and I think it's aged quite well. It's just Tetris Attack. Tetris Attack is always good. But who's winning right now? I'm curious. I don't see the screen.
It's 1-1.
It's pretty even.
Got it.
Even.
Very good. Very good. Well, while we're on the topic of Pokemon, I mean, is there anything you guys want to say about Puzzle League before we get into talking a little bit about that leak stuff?
No.
Okay, because because here's my question: how reliable are these, Zeph? Like,
bro, no, I got this, bro. I saw them leaks today. Oh, I will personally go to whoever typed up that stupid ass fucking text document. All right, I will literally find the dog. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know what the fuck I saw. That fucking paste bin. Whoever made that there's fucking, a lot of them. I don't know. I just saw a paste bin, man. But it had so much stupid shit. Oh my!
I'm gonna throw a Pokemon out real quick to see if you saw the same paste bin. Okay. So I'm just gonna prepare everyone right now. It's not a crazy ass reveal or anything. It's just a Pokemon. Okay. All right. Did you see a flamingo?
I saw it on the paste bin. Yeah.
I saw a flamingo as well. I saw that on Twitter, though.
And like I said, all right, whoever typed in that dumbass paste bin, you're a fucking idiot, all right? You broke-ass bitch. Get a job, you fucking loser.
Oh, my God.
I don't fucking care, nigga. I don't care.
But why?
Because it's trash. If I don't want that to be the game, all right?
It's legit, though, sadly. Sadly for you.
Zeb,
what about it don't you like?
Bro, are you serious? Did you see the sentences on there? It'll say something like, this Pokemon doesn't look like this. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
I might have a different...
Let me see the one you got, bro. Let me see the one you got.
Is it this one? There's a couple, so I'll just get a couple of them. First, this one. Did you see this one?
Yes, this is the one I saw. This shit is trash.
Okay, so all of this comes from the dude's Twitter, the dude on the Chinese forum, and the dumbass riddle guy that thinks he's a celebrity now.
That's my question: is how are they getting all of this so early?
So the thing is that now that they're putting out games in China, the testers and stuff for the Chinese departments, I guess, just go fucking nuts. Same thing happened with Fire Emblem.
How can I take this leak seriously? First of all, there's a deconfirmed Pokemon section. How the fuck is something that wasn't previously confirmed deconfirmed? Unless every single thing on this list was seen at some
like
point?
the full Pokedex, and they know already.
He has he's confirmed that the people have access to like the actual like game information. It's not just like him playing the game in his house or something.
Koraidon and Miraidon don't have 5 forms. Did we ever previously think for a single second
that was
gonna have 5? Why would they have 5?
There was a no.
But then how many forms does it have then?
Apparently 3.
But why didn't he say that in here? Why did he say they don't have 5 forms? Why not give the actual number they have?
Most of this information is like outdated now.
I hate everybody.
Outdated though if it's something that's in the game already at the Pokedex. That doesn't make any sense.
What are you talking about?
So like how is the information outdated unless there's like now more information that says okay it's going to be 3?
He gave information and then it gave more information on it later.
Why? Yeah, but I get what Shofu's saying. Like, why not just say that outright?
Because people asked 10,000 questions.
Interesting. By the way, hello Connor. Welcome to the stream. Coming in at the hour and a half mark. What's up? We are in the middle of talking Pokemon. Have you seen any of the stuff that we're discussing?
Yeah, that's why I joined. I said you don't need to talk about the leaks. You know the games are still going to be trash.
Whoa. Now you're probably right. All right. Now you're probably right. But at least let it come out first, bro. At least wait and see if it's trash, man. They might have did positivity. They might have did
something.
I've
been saying that for how many games now, man? How many games have I been saying that?
So like
never. I've never said that.
All this shit. There's a rumor going around that there's gonna be a Pokemon thing on the 20th, and if that happens and they get anything here wrong, obviously you could just throw it out. But
I hope the fuck to God they did that. All this shit is wrong, bro.
What don't you like? I don't understand. It seems
it's
all
not
pretty
about
cool.
what I like, bro. It's about what the fuck I'm looking at. All right, all of this shit right here, stupid. I don't like none of this shit.
Have you seen
the pics, like the clearer pictures?
The clearer pictures. Let me see them.
Like
I'm
the one
curious,
of like Amoongus and Pommy and shit.
Connor, you just said you liked some of
Yeah.
it. Then what?
I
As
like
somebody
the
who
part of it
sounded
that-
like you didn't like most of the
Yeah.
other games, like what'd you like about it?
Well, I liked. It's a very weird thing to like because people were saying they thought it was dumb, but there's a part of it. This isn't really a spoiler, but that like any new forms and like adaptations of Pokemon in any way are like technically a new Pokemon like on the Pokédex, even if it is like obviously like I think related to like say a Pokemon or whatever. It's still a new number, which is kind of dumb.
So an example of that is there's a Mischievous
Wait, what? Say
that
say
has okay, so there's this Mischievous, one of many Pokemon like this, who have a past or future variant, right? But it looks like Mischievous, but it has differences and it's not named Mischievous. And it also has different stats and can't evolve. But it's like incredibly strong.
Is that supposed to be like an alluding to like a previous version of like an animal that is now like, you know what I mean? You know
It's
what I mean?
based
Like-
off of. It's supposedly based off of the real world thing. I think it's called convergent evolution.
Yeah.
Where animals are similar, but they evolve similar traits, but they're different species. One of these
So
is
do these new ancient things, they don't evolve. So like this ancient Mischievous or whatever doesn't
Yeah,
evolve into like a new
it doesn't.
Mismagius or a new evolution.
no,
it's just
it's just Mischievous.
That is weird. Okay.
So
Yeah,
that
some of it
also
gets a bit
means that
confusing.
vampire Jigglypuff just stays as a Jigglypuff forever.
So we're not getting the Wigglytuff with boobs that we were talking about
Bro,
earlier
what the
then.
fuck, man?
Well, that was what I needed a reference.
All right, I'm
You guys
going-
were
I
saying,
know.
what was this a
I'm
reference to?
He's correct. He's correct.
Now, my problem with these leaks, right? First of all, the amount of vague ass statements or completely nonsensical statements or statements that are the opposite of information, like this Pokemon doesn't have this thing that I never knew about. That shit makes this whole entire list fucking caca, bro. Poop on the ground.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's hard to think of it as credible.
That's what I'm saying.
So my question, because I haven't seen it. My question is why?
Why
Like,
what?
what about that is trash?
Bro, if you have information, deliver in a meaningful way, all right? 99% of this shit is just bloated shit that does not need to be on here, bro. What do I need?
The way
And the show and dance with the leaks and the fucking extremely blurry picture, all this, it's just all stupid to me. I don't care about any of this. Where's the concrete information? I've had enough.
Does the
I've had
leaker
enough
have
of
the
these dumbass
game?
leakers, bro.
Again, my question is, I guess, because the way Zeph is presenting it is that there were a lot of assumptions from previous leaks or whatever that are being deconfirmed through this leak. Is that not what's happening?
Yeah.
Is it the same guy?
Because that,
Who was
that would
leaking
be
the
that
entire
would be
time?
considered new information.
There's three people.
Two of them, right? Okay. Well,
Three.
yeah. The Riddler person, and then
Some
who were
dude
the
on
other
a
two?
Chinese forum and
Okay.
the new dude that popped up on Twitter with the gym leader images and stuff.
Did they,
I also wonder,
explain
like-
how they have access to the game? How
They
can see
work
the-
for some shit in China. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
And they,
blown
and,
away
and
by
they
some
don't
of that
have
stuff.
functioning cameras.
Well, no, I think they do that on purpose, right? That's what I was
That's
gonna bring
my
up.
only question.
Is I think
Yeah, okay.
they're blurring it specifically so they can't be found or something. But like
it
they're
can't be
gonna find
DMCA'd.
That's crazy,
way.
man. I just don't.
Cap.
Very
But
weird.
you can't. But okay, can't you take a photo
find
and
one.
then Photoshop elements that would identify? I'm not.
Of course you
know,
could, Ricky.
Speaking
Of
from
course you could.
experience.
That's why they're not gonna do it.
No, they did that as
Okay.
well. They posted the Girafarig evolution and Pommy's evolution with like Snapchat stickers over parts of their body.
Oh, drop
Like,
the thing.
obviously,
I wanna
if
see that.
those photos go online and they're kept on a Twitter account, like Pokemon Company can definitely DMCA them still, even if there's a sticker on it. Like that doesn't change anything. It's going to get DMCA'd one way or the other if it's real information.
Oh, this thing that looks like a hentai penis being censored? Is this real?
Yeah. Yes. That's supposedly real, and
You didn't
so
have
is
to say it
this.
like that.
About what?
Never mind. You don't have to pay attention.
Rick is looking at the leaks.
Okay. All right. I get it. So, okay, this one looks legitimate. This one looks legitimate. I don't know about this other one. This one's.
Feel so bad for the chat. They're just hearing this one.
I know,
now
yeah,
and
they don't
this-
see it.
and they're just like, what?
I
are you
wouldn't
talking
put
about?
obviously don't
images
show
up.
it. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
say
no,
don't
no.
do that.
Yeah. Don't do that. But okay, all right. I'm just wondering why most of the pictures weren't in this quality. You know, like this is
Well,
at least serviceable.
A lot of these are obviously trying to crop out like a watermark that says who's playing this. They're trying to get rid of that.
Yeah.
So they put stuff over it for that reason. So some of those like really blurry, that's just like a small picture. They just took a picture of that instead of doing this stuff and covering it up.
There's like I think there's a lot of good, but there's some really bad dog shit in this.
What is bad about any of this though? That I'm
So
curious.
all
Just
of
'cause
the
you haven't-
apparently okay, so apparently all of the new clothes are just school outfits. There's a lot of hairstyles though, and you can customize your face. I don't know what that means.
You could probably customize.
Old characters don't appear in any capacity.
Wait, run that again.
Old characters don't appear in any capacity, so it's
Like-
just new characters.
Okay. Old characters as in new.
There's no
original characters,
cameos
not-
or anything.
Not literal old
Cap.
characters.
Old people.
They also
Yeah.
said
The
they also
craziest-
said there's no starters from Gens 1 through 8. Cap.
There wasn't in Gen 8 until DLC, and this
Until
game was
DLC,
also
so they still there. Cap.
yeah. This game, the dude says there's DLC. The dumbest, craziest thing here that I really would like proof of soon is apparently breeding was removed and replaced with something else.
What?
Yeah.
Why would they take that out?
That also sounds like a.
There's no breeding. There's a new way to have eggs. That's all they said.
I don't like that. I don't like that sentence.
That's what, bro. That's what half this shit is, Tito.
I don't like that.
That's what half this shit is, bro.
I think you know what, Shofu? I apologize.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I get
Half
it now.
this
I get
shit
it now.
is them saying that this doesn't exist, but there's something else instead. Bro, these sentences are like this Pokemon gets something special. This Pokemon gets something. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Can I have something specific? that means absolutely
It feels like
nothing
anybody
to
could
me.
make it up.
That's
when you
bro.
say it
Of
like
course they can. That's what I'm saying, bro.
that. Right?
It's fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
I get it
Which
now.
is why I was questioning the validity of this from the beginning. But okay, we'll take it for what it is. Of what you have seen, does this make you any less excited for the game? What elements? have you
I'm not
heard
taking
or
I'm not
whatever?
taking any of this seriously, so I'm still very excited for the game.
Considering that we've seen 3 Pokemon and a vague allusion to online multiplayer, I wasn't excited at all before.
I'm excited just because of the existence of Arceus. That's what has me excited. That game was fun, so I'm hoping they carry over a bunch of shit from that game to this game. And they're saying it's open world. They're saying there's co-op. So
Oh yeah, that's another trash thing that's in
Oh.
this. There's no Legends Arceus style catching. It's like old Pokemon.
What? What do you mean?
How is that possible?
we saw her sneaking around in the grass, so that's also cut.
Well,
What was
it
she
could be
sneaking
for other
for then?
shit.
All right. I mean, well, we don't know if this is.
There's
true or
also
not, so.
there's also sneaking in Oris.
Well, that's
There's
for
no way.
isn't that for calling? That's for sneaking to the bushes for the shinies and shit, though, right?
Yeah, for DexNav.
Yeah. Well,
It could just be
the
for
Pokemon
something
are
else.
overworld now, so that doesn't apply.
It also might just be like Pokemon in the overworld have different. It's like Legends Arceus where some are skittish and you have to sneak up on them. I don't know.
Are the
think
battles the
sneaking
same as
sneaking
Arceus,
have
though?
allowed
Like,
you to not run into as many Pokemon, I think, too.
It
Well,
doesn't
it
go to
says
like,
it says in
doesn't
the
go to
leak
like another
that the
screen where like a little grass thing shows up or
no,
something,
no,
right? Like it's
the
still like
same,
Arceus.
and you can control the camera.
Okay. Man, I need them to reveal another trailer for this game to actually see this stuff because I feel like obviously nobody wants their game to leak. And to leak to this extent where there's like this whole riddle culture around it and like all these other people leaking different things and blurring things and saying what's
Also,
removed,
just one more thing about the whole people leaking shit is the two dudes, not the dude named not the Twitter guy, but the dude from the Chinese forum and the dumbass Ku, both have a history of correctly leaking shit. Ku leaked the entirety of Legends Arceus decks, basically. So it's not just like some dude.
But I'm saying
why
you would
aren't
think
they?
like. Well, go
They're
ahead,
never
Sark.
normal people.
How
I'm
the
just
fuck
they're
did you,
never.
how'd you even get in here?
Never once.
What the fuck? Nah.
Snark.
I didn't even
Why is it never a normal person
I
that
know.
gets this
It's not
information?
just the guy.
Why is it a freak?
Bro, I'm telling
Why,
you, bro. Why
every
isn't it an
time?
upstanding tax-paying citizen? Why is it always some fucking weird fuck?
Wait, no,
can't
you
stand
know,
it.
no, that makes sense. That makes
Oh my
sense.
God.
Weird fuck doesn't want to be
Bro,
No,
Tito, look at this sentence, bro, on this
Okay,
leak.
wait, no,
An
let
already
me read it,
existing
let me read it.
cactus Pokemon will have something. An already existing cactus Pokemon will have something. You know how mad this sentence made me? What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Okay, I want
Which
you to
one?
know-
What will they have?
Uncover that kind of information.
The reason Shofu was late today was because he and I were talking about the leaks. He got so upset that he left his house and walked away.
Okay. Hold on. Let me open up the basement.
And we had to go wrangle him. The worst shit, Sprigatito's final evolution is so cute.
Bro, that's
fuck does
on
that
this
mean?
leak, Tito. Tito, it says
What does that
Sprigatito's final evolution is so cute.
Okay, now
What the
fucking
fuck?
silly.
No,
Why are you
hold on,
giving me
hold on.
subjective statements? Where the fuck where's the objective?
Hold on, that might be objective. That might be
I
objective.
opened up the basement, okay, and I started skimming. As you
How
said
cute.
that, I saw the word Sprigatito, so I said, okay, let me read along. I wasn't angry until I saw the fact that so-so is one word.
Okay. Now
How would you spell it?
I'm fucking livid. I'm so fucking mad now.
it gets worse. It gets worse. Quotation marks, hardcore queen, end quotation, waifumon, descendant, parentheses, future.
Bro,
What are you talking
that
about?
shit pissed me off.
No,
It don't end,
says-
bro.
That sounds like,
means
a,
you can't-
it sounds like a bunch of tags to a video. I
It
should
means-
be
It
watching.
says you can't
It
use
means
Pokemon
a
to get
Pokemon-
But it's
Pokemon.
gross.
Yeah, these aren't direct, like, it's not, this isn't exactly what the dude said.
Yeah.
This is a shitty translation of what the guy said. Well, of what the
Right.
guy
Everybody
middleman.
involved can eat a dick, all right? Every person involved
That's what I'm
in
asking.
this text document can eat a cock, bro, on a stick.
Wow.
Now here's a weird thing where he goes, no third legendary. Okay, cool. That's some information. Palmy's Evo is electric and that's great. But then it says Dunsparce's evolution can be male. Like what?
Look, somebody's asking
it's
them
because
silly
someone
ass
asked
questions.
him. Yeah.
Somebody's asking them
These
silly ass
aren't
questions.
like, these are all
Okay.
like
Like
it's
they
a
were asking it
compilation
gender
of
specific or something?
it's a compilation of his tweets and also his replies.
Yeah, there are a couple
Okay.
of things that are
Okay.
like the real interesting shit is the gimmick one, right? If it's the Pokemon are crystallized, they're crystal Pokemon, and then they get a stab, whatever that type is.
Yeah, I was
Right.
gonna say, are we gonna talk about that yet? Because I kind
And
of
so-
want to talk about that. Like,
And so that's potentially interesting. But it also says the starters all have the gimmick, and then the next line is gimmick is for all Pokemon.
Bro, like what?
okay, that's
But from what I've
That's
seen,
Because I've been following the dude's Twitter from the start. It's because this was being updated in real time and not edited properly. He tweeted out that the starters can use the crystallized gimmick, and then someone asked him some shit, and he said all the Pokemon can use it.
I mean,
okay.
this is
Oh,
why
so
too,
that was
like
subsequent
we need the info
I
from
agree,
them
yeah.
directly because
But
I
so
feel
do
like
we-
at this point the
I
back
don't
and
need
forth it's
anything.
like not even worth speculating on. I feel half of this because it's like this seems like something that could easily be clarified with one line in a
Because
trailer.
usually also
course,
like, by
but-
this point we have our demo. Like at E3, there's always a demo that like
I
we
just
get
want,
to see like a
like,
rundown of
the-
the first area.
I want the next trailer to have the region name, because if it has the region name and it's even remotely similar to this, then we can take this as something. But like if it's like some crazy bullshit, then we're good.
What's the assumed thing with the gimmick? Like how is that supposed to work?
So well, here's what I assume, because I think I've seen screenshots of like there's like a Quaxley evolution and it looks crystallized. I think it's probably a scenario similar to Dynamax and Gigantamax, where every Pokemon can use this form or use this gimmick, but not all of them get potentially
some get
a
like
new
a
form.
cooler version of it. Yeah.
Which would make sense. Like the starters would have something that differentiates them from the normal Pokemon as far as this gimmick is concerned. But there's that. There's the I don't fucking know the convergent Pokemon, and I don't know that all past and future Pokemon are going to be convergent, or if they're going to be their own unique things. Like I think there's talk that like Salamence and Tyranitar are version exclusives to whatever respective game it is, and that they both have a past and a future form, which might be a cool reason to actually trade. Like you can only get the past version in one game and the future version in
The
another
dude
game.
just started tweeting again.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Tell him I
But
hate
I'd be
him.
down for like a Mecha Godzilla Tyranitar. That'd be cool. But
Hey, hold on.
I don't.
So
Talking about the one from the fucking movies, the movie.
Yeah.
Or you talk about the one from the fucking anime where he like gets in that like a Team Rocket fucking contraption.
Oh, that shit would be so fire, bro.
Like,
The flamingo is fighting flying. What the fuck?
Okay, well they got me fucked up. What they did to the worst.
Owlish is already fighting flying.
The worst thing they did was turn Quaxley into a peacock, because it was supposed to be Quackistador. I was supposed to get Quackistador, the little conquistador duck, and it would have been so fucking fire.
I'm glad
Maybe
you
it's
didn't
the
go
colonizer in me. But it would have been so.
I'm glad you didn't give it to us.
Quackistador would have been so fucking sick. And now I got this stupid peacock. It's a duck that turns into a peacock. Stop doing this. Was Oshawott not enough? Was that casualty not enough?
Honestly, out of all the mock-ups I've seen, I think Quaxley looks the best.
I did see that one mock-up from that one like 3-pixel.
But to clarify, these are mock-ups from Blur.
Like,
So we have snippets of two of the starters, and people just drew on top of them.
What wasn't it Oshawott like in Gen 5 where somebody drew those fake ones and it was like a fucking like green duck with like a pot on its head? Does anyone remember?
Yeah, they took the silhouette.
They took the silhouette.
Yeah. The acorn duck. The acorn duck.
Oh, the fucking acorn.
Here it is.
This is something Sprigatito, and this is the duck.
Ew. I don't like Sprigatito at all. The duck's
I don't mind that Quaxley. It's just odd that they turned his little duck buddy into a fucking peacock.
This shit is so funny, bro.
Because you
can see Oshawott
back
bro.
there. You can
I'm
see
not gonna lie, that looks like a Nexus, bro.
I can see Oshawott clear as day.
But see, things were better back then because somebody would just drop a bunch of shit and then leave. You'd never even hear about them again.
Right.
You'd never even know who it was. They were just
It's because now there's social media. That's like it's so prominent.
Want their clout. But see that the thing that this goes back to, which confuses me, right, is that like because there's social media, they're trying to get their clout or whatever to say like, oh, I'm leaking this thing. That's like the wrong kind of clout. Like, do you want Nintendo and Pokemon Company knocking at your door?
They don't care. They just want attention.
But that's I mean, you want attention at the cost of potentially going to jail,
bro. Bro,
absolutely.
You don't see what people out here doing for clout, bro?
Yeah, well, you can tell by the way they're going about it, like riddles and like it's unnecessary. Like if you wanted to trickle out information, you get the same sort of buzz, but the engagement is what they want. They want people talking about them all the time. That engagement, that chatter is what they're feeding
off. It's wild though, because like, dude, like I said, Nintendo knows everything. So like at some point they're gonna find out who these people are.
Yeah, it's just
it just seems
they can inflate their importance further.
Yeah, I guess, man. I don't. Man,
so
I've got these riddle.
Is it possible that they're prected by some kind of Chinese law?
Maybe.
Like international law.
Against extortion or something like that, or like not extortion, but you know what I'm saying. Extradition. That's what I went to say. Like they can't be DMCA because they're in China. Like they have the universal.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's whether or not you're operating in China and what that allows you to do with the game. Like,
okay,
there might be a way to swing it where that's the case. I think it's probably. I would anticipate them being much more strict on things like this, but if it concerns something like that, I have no idea.
No,
it would depend on the studio in China because Nintendo can't really force them to do anything the Japan way. But like, if the studio in China they have a connection, they can get that person fired, or they can just work with another studio if that's possible, something like that.
Now, I guess when I saw the mechanic, I was like, it's a double-edged sword because everything else was so broken. But this is so not, I'd rather not have it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it feels so, like, mid. Is anyone? Am I the only one that feels that way? It feels very underwhelming.
Well, they have not.
I still don't quite understand. Like,
Okay,
go ahead.
So the mechanic basically is I don't know if it's an item, but I'm assuming it's a key item, and then you put the shit on.
It is.
And basically, what happens is that you get the advantages of stab on a type without actually getting the typing.
Oh.
So basically,
so it's okay. So like, if you have,
if I have a fucking Porygon 2,
right,
which has like a bajillion
Not in the
types,
game, by the way.
Right.
So let's say I have a Wigglytuff, right? And Wigglytuff is a normal type, so they get a bajillion coverage, and I want Wigglytuff to have ice spread. I give her the ice one, and now she's still a fairy normal type, I think, but she's not, and she doesn't get ice type. She just has stab on ice.
Isn't that kind of what the magnet and stuff like that is now?
No, because those don't give you stab.
They just boost you a little bit.
They just boost you a little bit.
You get the multiplier.
But does this give you the typing?
No.
That's pretty much the same thing.
Oh,
it just gives you stab bonus
on that.
That seems like it could be interesting.
That's exactly what one of those items
gonna
if anything, it's most comparable to the gems from Gen 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is it's certainly a gimmick. Like I said, I think we're gonna.
Someone described it as the Steelworker ability that Demise has, where Demise can use like steel moves. That's cool. Actually, I like that. I like that a lot.
These past and future Pokemon are incredibly strong, and it's making me wonder if the gimmick is weak because the new Pokemon are kind of tough.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for a gimmick is like Dynamax was broken, Z moves were broken, Megas were they weren't as broken.
Some of them were broken,
but they're so much cooler because they're new designs, they're refreshed. Like I don't want to use a fucking a fucking Noctowl because I can use this crystallization shit. But if it had a new design, I might I'm
assuming some of them, when you crystallize them, will get a new form.
Yeah, that's what I think. Like I think the starters.
On the topic of new forms and stuff, I think that's the one thing that looking back on Sword and Shield is kind of weird to me, because there's all those Gigantamax forms of Pokemon that are probably never going to be seen again if we never get Dynamaxing again. Nor would we want that, right? They're just kind of locked in that one game, never to be used again. And there were some really cool Gigantamax designs.
Megas haven't come back, right?
They can keep all that shit, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think they brought them. Have they ever brought back Megas?
Oh no, it was only in 6th gen.
No, exactly. Yeah, so I just think they
like
keep
Megas.
the big
Megas more than any of the other ones will come back at some point. I feel like Mega Evolution seems like something that will come back. The Gigantamax stuff never will.
I just think they're just gonna keep doing that game.
I don't think they will. Why would they ever?
Yeah,
unless it's a game that includes all the different gimmicks, like what the show's doing right now.
Yeah,
where
I
they
think
have like Evolution and Z moves and Dynamax.
Yeah, but Gigantamax is more of a plug and play mechanic than Megas are.
But Megas, I feel like you could easily implement that into any other game to be like, well, we just have this Mega Stone that's going to evolve a Pokemon again.
That's the thing with
you could do that with Gigantamax.
No, but Gigantamaxing's tied to like 3 turns to have, the Dynamax available.
It's a region
tied to the power spots.
Not the same. Whereas like the Mega Evolution, you just have the little DNA stone or whatever, and then you Mega Evolve, and you could evolve. And once you Mega, you become a Mega for the rest of the game.
Mega Evolution is also in a ton of spin-offs.
Right.
Yeah. To me, the Mega Evolution was their best gimmick. It was just the one that
I probably know that too.
The most complete. The issue is that like that was more time consuming for them. They had to create a new design and rearrange. Yeah, and whereas like a Dynamax just scales and it's used for every Pokemon, and they can create some unique ones. Yeah. So I imagine that's the way they'll go for they're just going to keep coming up with new gimmicks, but
it's just weird because like obviously so many of the designs of like the new ones, the Gigantamax, like things like Centiskorch or Alcremie or whatever, like they were obviously designed with Gigantamax stuff in mind. So like now Alcremie for every game moving forward, like will never look like a cake again. It's just going to be like this little piece of cream. Or like Centiskorch, is never going to look like that gigantic whatever that
Yeah.
thing is supposed to be. It looks awesome, but you're never going to have it like that again. Duraludon is never going to look like a skyscraper anymore. It's just going to be this weird steel dragon thing.
Yeah, I would anticipate like your best chance is what they did in Alola, where there was that battle tree and there were megas there, but nowhere else in the game, essentially, where you probably have an arena
Or like
that
an area
allowed
for it.
for, yeah,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
and that would probably be as close as you're gonna get. I mean,
mean-
obviously it'll never be a main.
To be honest, if like I guess yeah, Gigantamax is definitely probably not going to come back now that y'all said it like that. But Z crystals are, if by that logic, are just as likely as Mega.
For sure.
Yeah, well they can keep that
Yeah.
shit though.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying Z crystals are not. But the Z crystals are actually more plug and play than Mega. Like it requires
Definitely,
infinitely less.
Yeah.
Here's the biggest issue with this paste bin is that there's an unsure category. And the first thing is he
there's a
doesn't know
what?
if Quaxley fights with its legs. He doesn't know that. He's got no idea if Quaxley fights
You
with its
said
legs
what?
or not.
Excuse me.
Unsure category.
He's unsure.
Now the biggest flag
Wait, doesn't
for
that
this
say
game.
that on the website though? How does he? Doesn't Quack? Is Quaxley?
I think they're talking about like the line, like its final evolution.
Oh,
Doesn't know if
okay.
it fights with
I was
its
about
legs.
to say because it literally okay.
Doesn't know if the third legendary is a dragon.
Was
Doesn't
there an
know if
expectation that
Fortress
he
has an
would?
evolution.
Fight with his legs?
These were all questions that were asked to him.
Yeah.
In the unsure category.
Okay.
The thing is it says it doesn't know if there are 100 new Pokemon.
But he told us earlier
every
that
rumor
there
so
was.
far is that there's 120 to 140 new Pokemon, which to me
That
is the
came out
biggest
today.
flag. Okay.
That information came out today, and the he doesn't know thing came out. I think
Okay.
Why would you
like,
include
almost
both
a
of them
week
on the
ago?
league? Then?
because the person that made this paste bin's an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I knew that shit a long time.
Well,
ago.
okay, so can we go back? Sorry to go back. So why? Okay, so you said that. Let's say, for example, the Mischievous. I forget what you said. It was like Mischievous or Murkrow or something. Like the past version of that is supposed to eventually turn into whatever the Mischievous or Murkrow or whatever it is.
Well,
it is a different dex number. So my question
Okay, here's a
would-
better example.
Okay.
There's a Doug
Doug
trio,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's not Doug trio though. It just looks like Doug trio, and it's an eel,
Okay.
And it's a water type.
and it's
And
water,
so-
and it's pink. So
Yeah.
it has Doug Trio's face and acts like Doug Trio, but isn't Doug Trio.
So it's supposed to. So the implication is that this thing
That's
inevitably
a
became-
convergent species.
Yeah.
And okay, and now there are Pokemon, we don't know how they got here, that are from the past and the future. The Pokemon from the past and future don't evolve and have incredibly high stats.
And so is there a version of that? I'm assuming those are specific. So like, for example, there's not a past, present, and future Doug trio. There's just a present Doug trio. Like, not every person has every version is what I'm at.
I think all three can exist in one region.
Okay. So then all of those versions will have their each individual dex number because technically they're all each individual
Only
Pokemon.
the convergent Pokemon will. And
Yeah.
wait, I think hold on, I'll just read.
because if they all have their own dex numbers, that makes sense because they're different Pokemon.
They do.
Yeah,
At least from what I've seen.
So
Because they are unique. It's not the same Pokemon.
right.
They've evolved
I
similarly.
think somebody made a
While being
good
different
image.
Honestly, if this
Okay,
convergent
here.
thing is true, if this is true, that convergent thing sounds awesome.
Ancient
Like, I
and
think
future
there's really
species.
cool stuff with
Okay,
that.
go
with
ahead,
future
go
games.
crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
These are ancestors or descendants for a current Pokemon that have time traveled from the past or future. These species don't evolve, they are standalone, but with high stats. They are classified as brand new Pokemon with their own name and Pokedex number. Convergent species, a number of new Pokemon that look similar to an old Pokemon. They are completely unrelated to their counterpart, but look pretty much the same, almost like a recolor. They can have different typings. These species are based on convergent evolution concept from biology. They also have their own name and Pokedex number.
Okay. So
Which is cool. It's really just another iteration
Okay,
of
thing.
a
Right,
regional
right,
variant,
right,
which I
right.
think is one of their best gimmicks. Because
Agreed.
instead of just dropping a freaking old Pokemon that people love, you can refresh it which is why I don't. I people like I just seen a comment that was like it's capitalizing on nostalgia. Like this would be the way to do it. It's not just shoehorning another Charizard.
We talked about this when the Hisuian regionals came out and like with the other ones as well. I think the regional form stuff is probably my favorite thing about any of the modern Pokemon games because it, like you said, is nostalgia done right. Like I would much rather have this than, oh, we're bringing back Team Rocket again and you fight like all the old bosses. It's like, and it means nothing for the story. Whereas like this way, they're still using the same designs, the characters you know and love, but they're refreshing them in a way where then you can use them potentially. Competitively, like
while adding depth to the world, like
right?
Right.
Yeah, I love it.
So I
So
guess
the bad thing about regional forms with this generation is because they added ancient, future, and convergent species. There's apparently only 2 regional forms added.
Yeah,
which are
And is that
Wooper and
the-
Tauros.
Yeah, which
which
is
are
whack.
what? Which are what?
Wooper and Tauros.
Tauros makes sense because it's a Spain. It's based on a bull, so I could see that. I wonder why Wooper. That seems like a weird.
Because he's cool.
But is there like a
He's popular.
axolotls in Spain?
I don't know.
He's a popular little dude.
Wooper becomes poison type. We don't know anything about Tauros.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I guess the.
I'll read this off for what? What's up?
I just look in the podcast topic thing. This is a Spanish axolotl. That's probably Wooper. That thing is crazy looking. Wow.
Okay. Pokemon that get new evolutions. Primeape gets a new evolution. Wooper evolves into something that isn't Quagsire. Murkrow evolves into something that isn't Honchkrow. Dunsparce, Girafarig, and Pawniard evolve as well into something else.
I'd like that.
Pokemon that get ancient species are Jigglypuff, Amoonguss, Misdreavus, Volcarona, and Salamence. And Pokemon that get future species are Delibird, Gallade, a Generation 5 Bug, and Tyranitar. And Pokemon that get convergent species are that Eel Diglett and some Gen 1 water type that crawls onto land from being in the sea.
And he didn't know what Pokemon it was? Or
It's like, why are we doing these riddles, bro?
If it looks different enough, maybe not.
But it shouldn't be obvious what it is if the other one's literally 3 eels.
Well,
that's supposed to be
the
Diglett.
whole. Yeah, the convergent thing is they're supposed to look exactly alike. It's
That's
like
what I'm
how
saying.
everything evolves
It
into
should
a
be
crab.
obvious what
is like
Pokemon
is the funniest example of that.
So you said
Which
a
is
Gen
just-
5 bug.
Yeah.
Probably it's probably either Scolipede or
And he
Lion.
just doesn't know what Pokemon it is. Like,
Well, maybe what is it? What is it? Fucking Carablast? Because there's a new
it's
Bisharp evolution,
Crustle.
right?
Maybe it's Crustle.
It might make sense for them to do because there's a new. I don't fucking know. Actually, I have no idea.
You talk about Scavalier or Carablast?
Yeah.
Kind of want it to be Crustle though.
I love
For some reason, there's
favorites, man. I love that one.
for some
Salgor too,
reason
actually.
there's 3 new dog lines. I don't know.
That's too many dogs.
That's so many dogs.
What the fuck we
Again, though, but none of this is confirmed. I feel like this guy
No.
could also be completely full of it, and a lot of this stuff could be totally made
We'll
up.
see soon.
we will see
There's a
soon.
future
One of
Delibird.
these
Like he
days.
shows up in his fucking DeLorean delivering gifts. Like I don't.
Like no. What's crazy is that
That'd be awesome.
the future Delabird's gonna ride one of the legendaries and just whip around.
Oh, and then
Well,
right.
we
so-
literally already had that with what was the legendary from Sword and Shield that rides on the back of a deer or something?
You talk about the
the
talk about
big-headed
Calyrex?
fucking
Calyrex.
Well,
little
Calyrex,
fucking-
the best Pokemon of all time according to
that
VG
shit is
players.
so whack. But so here's the best part, and Shofu loves this part. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Where's
While
that
you're
shit at,
looking
bro?
for that, Fidel, please explain the tweet that I just dropped in the podcast.
Do you see,
thing.
do you see
What
the
is
code
that?
tweet? Look, it's with Hideki.
But explain how this came to be.
Oh, I just DM'd him the what's it called the code tweet request, and he accepted it, and here we are. That's it.
But why?
There's no reason. Why anything?
Is he just like what's his deal? This is the guy that composed the music for Jet Set Radio.
We're buddies. We're buddies.
He's
He
just basically just memeing on Twitter at this point.
He's a weirdo.
Yeah. I just meme with him on Twitter. He like
Wait,
we just.
so
he
what were we
sends-
just talking about Pokemon? What happened?
So this is Shofu's favorite part.
Okay.
and mine as well. And mine as well.
Don't worry about
Is,
that.
look, it's the freak shit is never gonna stop. Okay, that guy is real freaky over there.
Who are you
Game-
talking about?
we already-
Talking
we
about
already
you,
know.
Fidel Games
Fidel?
Case.
Yeah,
Sicko.
we know already,
Snark,
we
don't get
know.
activated. Stay focused.
I won't
freak,
activate
Snark.
yet. But it's okay. So this part, this line 128 in this paste bin says, the story is good, and he cried after Wakaching the end. So, I mean, obviously,
Hot, bro.
that means
Hot.
this shit is incredible.
That's the number one
mad
thing
that
that
you
made me
said
not
Rocket
believe
League.
this shit at all, bro. Easily. The Pokemon story was so good, and he cried at the end. Cap, bro. No, the fuck he didn't.
Maybe he's
cried?
emotional, bro. We don't know. Maybe he's just like an emotional guy.
there's just no way.
Maybe he
This-
saw Butterfree like die in front of him.
That
in
is the
game
number
and
one
he's
thing
like
that makes
crying.
That actually made me
discredit all
cry
this.
as a kid. That made me cry as a kid. The Butterfree episode.
Yeah, but he had like a sick scarf. That was different. Like there was a reason to like that was a cool ass Butterfree.
Pokemon
This
have
guy, I
scars
don't
in
know
this
anything
game.
about this game.
Bad Butterfree was out here, bro. Like,
He had drip, bro, and he had a like.
you ever seen a Butterfree with drip before? The fuck?
No.
Bro, he
Talking about
gamed
that
up that
scarf?
other Butterfree. Like
Bro,
it's-
he was spitting. She really was to the hit. Bro.
I mean, me personally, I didn't think she was that cute, but
I mean, but she was shiny though. Like, give it up. You know,
It wasn't even shiny.
No,
I mean,
Ash's
she was kind of
Butterfree
like
wasn't
not
shiny.
literally,
Not
but, like,
really.
not literally.
This
shiny,
is
but
also-
The shiny Butterfree is like the what's purple with the green eyes, right?
No. I didn't. I mean, not literally, but she was built different. She was different.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah,
what-
yeah.
She had a color I'd never seen before or since.
Yeah.
So she was something. Maybe she was a ditto. I don't know.
what the? Okay, I mean that's interesting. This is also potentially interesting. Is it says this guy took 60 hours to finish the game. Parentheses. He said he's bad at it. How the fuck are you bad at Pokemon? In what scenario?
Anybody
could you,
that gets any game early is always god fucking awful at it. No
How are
matter
you
what.
bad at Pokemon?
because they're not
specifically,
real
though?
people. These are
It's
procedurally
not a
generated.
competitive game. It's Pokemon, bro.
Remember the 3DS leakers?
No Link
my
for
gosh,
the
You talking about
game.
Smash Bros?
Yeah.
They were fucking ass.
They were- I just
So they
remember
could beat Dr.
vividly.
Mario
There was
so
the
we could see
guy.
more.
I remember vividly. There was the guy that was on Twitch that was streaming the game, and I remember having that open another tab, waiting for him to unlock Bowser Jr. And like he sees Bowser Jr. and just walks off the stage. Like
No, man, he took like 3 hours to unlock Falco.
yeah, or a Falco. That's right. That's right. Oh man, those were the days.
I just
Wait,
yeah,
so
it's one of these days somebody's gonna be normal.
You
So
can
this
watch,
is
you can
hopefully,
catch Pokemon
hopefully.
while writing.
you can
I
catch
doubt it.
Pokemon
I
while
don't think
riding.
anyone normal
The
would ever.
major like there's like a major rumor. I think even Roger heard that there might be a Pokemon thing on the 20th. So if there
You
is,
mean like
and
tomorrow or like you mean next month?
the 20th of this month.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
like this
On
week. I would
Wednesday.
love that. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But if it happens and anything here is even remotely different, then it's
Okay, well,
yeah.
if there's a Pokemon thing, then we should be getting a tweet by noon.
Tomorrow, you mean?
Yeah, we'll know in the morning.
No, like,
for sure.
no,
I guess
well,
we'll
for
find
me.
out if we're wrong. We've been wrong multiple times on this show. Where we've done the show right before some major news drops all the time. This
and
happens.
Mario
Yeah,
Kart
not like-
DLC will drop, right? Yeah, for sure.
So okay, so also before we end the show, that I kind of want to know what's going on with that, Fidel, because I've seen a lot of people saying this as if it's fact that we're definitely getting Mario Kart DLC just shadow dropping to like tomorrow or Wednesday. Where are people getting this from?
So the two specific things are that remember how in Japan whenever Smash was about to get a DLC up, like the fighter pass would get like a 7-Eleven ad there or something.
Sure.
So there was that, and then tomorrow there's a maintenance going on with Mario Kart. So That's
okay, it'll
people's-
almost for sure happen then. Yeah.
There's also this like we can't get any information from this, but there is maintenance scheduled for an untitled Nintendo Switch game for today. It's just called like title 01003C601.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Weird. Well, I do know there were a lot of people who were talking last week. One of like the OLED trailers or something got privated on the Nintendo playlist, and people were saying that means that like, there's going to be a Switch Pro thing that is imminent. It's going to get announced. Yeah, I feel like that means nothing because a lot of the
It
time
was
they'll license stuff. Oh, it was Splatoon. Oh,
no,
well,
it was
there you
literally
go.
Splatoon because literally the
Oh.
morning after the Splatoon
Well, then there you
OLED was
go.
announced. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
there you go.
Now here's my question to people who play Splatoon, right?
Uh-huh.
Because
Don't
like,
say
how
why.
do you look your children in the eye after
do you
you get
mean?
squid back? You
Yeah,
get
I mean,
squid
just
bag,
just
and
don't
then you
get
look
squid
a
bag,
kid in the
Snark.
eye
Just
and
be
say,
good
I
at the
mean, I've
game.
never been squid
And
back in
don't
my
get
fucking
squid
life. Don't
bag.
you ever
All
disrespect
right?
me and your
You
sorry ass
little-
life, you
Nah,
freaky
I'm gonna
little
make
bitch.
sure. I'm gonna make sure if I shoot you and you get
What?
squid
I'm not
bag.
playing that fucking game.
Yes, you
I'm
will,
an
bro. I'm gonna
adult.
send you a copy
I'm
and
an
you're gonna
adult.
play it.
I'm not a kid, nor am I a squid, nor have I ever
you
wanted
play
to be a squid.
Pokemon. You play Pokemon.
Okay.
Squid
Uh-huh.
bagging like teabagging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a Splatoon form of teabag. It's great.
I only knew about it because I was talking shit about Splatoon in my chat. I played it once for like one of like the test flights in like 2014 or something, and never again. I said that was cool. It's an enjoyable experience. And then why would I ever play it again? And someone was like, "Nah, bro, that shit is
you don't
sick.
get it,
I be
man.
squid
That
bagging
shit's
kids
fire,
on the
bro.
reg."
Yeah, that's what you got to do, bro. That's
said,
half the
"What?"
fun.
And then I
That's
banned
half
that
the
person.
fun.
I haven't seen him
Oh.
since. But
Oh shit, that's tough.
I personally couldn't get squid bagged, and and just walk around town like I just didn't get squid bagged. I'd feel so ashamed.
Yeah, again,
But
just don't let it happen to you.
That's just me. Yeah, I won't because I'm not gonna play the game. But
No, you're definitely gonna play it.
why would I play it, Fidel?
You're gonna stream the game, bro. It's content.
No.
I'm giving you content, Snark.
Snark,
Don't
what was
be
the
like
last
this.
Switch game that you played?
Switch game that I played.
Yeah.
I played Kirby.
Oh yeah, you did play Kirby.
What prior to Kirby? What was it? Pokemon Arceus?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna play Splatoon.
I'm certainly
don't
not
know.
going
I
to
don't
play
think you
Splatoon.
will.
I'm also not going to play Splatoon.
Yeah.
I just don't play Splatoon.
Oh no,
just-
I played Strikers. I did play Strikers.
Okay.
Beat the brakes off of Fidel.
Man,
That game
Every
is
time we
100%
played.
dead.
no, it's not true. This
Wow.
It was dead, but
Unfortunate
I
game
thought
that
it
Strikers
was. I thought it was fun.
It is a
As the,
fun
as the
game.
greatest Strikers player to ever exist, right?
Scout.
Known. Okay.
They haven't added Daisy yet?
No.
No.
That's
I
wild, man.
I've never cared about Daisy.
I just don't get like why did they do that with Strikers and why they think it was a good
don't
idea to
know.
like
I don't
hold
know,
off
bro.
on this.
That's
Because that
just what
game is
Nintendo's
dead.
been
man.
doing.
That game
Yeah.
died instantly.
They keep doing this, assuming that these characters can bring people back. It's like, no, like your main player base is when it drops. If you're holding content back, you're just gonna you'll never hit that peak again.
Sometimes
I
I feel
played
like
Tunic
it
on
could work
PC.
because I feel like Mike's not here anymore, but I know Mike agrees with me on this. Is I actually liked it for ARMS because for ARMS when they were like doling out new characters every couple months or something, it was fun because there was lore that was attached to it, and it wasn't like it was a returning character that someone would have already
Yeah,
expected.
that's the thing. ARMS is a brand new game. You're
Right.
not getting a sports
Right.
game that existed and getting stuff piecemeal fed to you over months. It's a new
Right,
game that's
exactly.
getting new content, so it feels
Right.
different.
Right. It's a shame,
I
man.
feel like
Where's ARMS 2, man? That's what I want. Give me ARMS 2.
you
There's
and you alone. I
There's
would
a certain
assume.
other
I'll
game
take
that
it,
needs
man.
a sequel for that,
I
right?
want ARMS 2. Give me legs, please.
I swear to God.
Give me legs, man. Just give me legs.
I want
Swear
legs.
to God.
Or hands. They could do a whole bunch of stuff. Legs,
Okay,
hands,
hands is
Hands.
potentially interesting.
Hands, catching hands would be sick, dude.
Hands.
Arms and
But I think it would have to be different though. Like it's
Make it a
had-
platformer, bro.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I think,
no.
honestly.
Yeah,
Having
they could
other
like swing
platformer-
around.
Yeah. And I don't even like platformers. I hate
I feel
Klonoa.
like in ARMS, they
Alright,
really
well,
need to
okay.
encourage you. Like, I get in actual boxing, the strategy of playing away is really good, but in a game like ARMS, there should be more that you should be rewarded for
yes.
being aggressive. I think that would
You
help
know
the
what you
game a
should
lot.
play, Roger? You should
I play?
play Tunic. You should play Tunic.
I've
is what
actually
you should play.
I've heard good things about Tunic. I'm waiting for them to put it on Switch.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I think
It's not a game I want to play on my PC. I have no desire to do that. And my Steam Deck isn't here yet, so I can't play it on my Steam Deck.
it's yeah, I mean it was annoying to stream. Because I was like I'm looking around, right? I'm walking around, exploring things, looking
sure.
for secrets, what have you. It's a fucking, type of game it is. And the chat is snickering. Should we tell him, guys? And I'm like,
that's the
well,
worst.
fuck, I
Yeah,
must have
that
missed
kinda
something,
thing.
right? I
Of
must have
course,
missed
of
something.
course.
I'm back there looking. Well, actually, you can't do that until 10 hours in the game because you don't have this item yet. And I said, I fucking told you I didn't have that. I knew I didn't have what I needed to go there. Stupid motherfuckers. Anyway, it's a good game.
Right on. It's good to know. Live Alive comes out by the next show. We're gonna have Live Alive on
Bro,
Friday.
my
next
next thing is Xenoblade.
Yeah, I was saying Xenoblade's
Xenoblade's gonna
my
come out
next
too
show.
by the next show. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Wow. We'll only be like 2 days into Xenoblade though.
And so we'll.
That's on the weekend,
Digimon-
though.
Digimon
Not me.
Survival also be out.
I'm gonna be
Full
playing that
binge.
shit when it leaks, and I'm spoiling everybody, and no one can stop me.
Please don't.
Yeah, please no.
Please do not. Please do not.
I like how
I'm
Zeph was.
DMing Roger spoilers.
Yeah,
No, don't do it. Don't put it in the business email, please.
Digimon Survival will also be out.
That's
Oh, wait,
this
did we
triangle
talk
strategy
about,
Digimon game?
Yep.
Did we talk about how Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and an unnamed character are
Hey
coming
man,
to
that's
Fortnite?
the whole show, man.
Did we talk about that?
No,
We're
we
gonna-
didn't.
No.
Yeah, it's
When are they?
happening.
When are they getting added?
They're going to Fortnite, bro.
Probably sometime when the movie comes out in English.
Yeah, it's gonna be end of August. They're planned to be there. It's Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, probably Bulma, because they said it's one female character.
What if they put Luffy in there for Film Red with like Shanks? You get Luffy, Shanks, and Zoro. That would actually be fire. I'd be down for that.
I mean, if you get Goku, it's over.
You don't think they
I'd say,
do
what you put Goku and
18 over
Naruto in
Bulma?
there?
over. It's over.
Fidel, you don't think 18 over Bulma?
You gotta have Bulma first, dude.
I feel like
She's like
18
certainly
is
they're
way
putting it
more
18's more popular for sure.
no, but more like I'd say like if you're going, I feel like 18 is like a pack 2 kind of character.
They're
I
also
feel like
adding
Bulma's gotta be there first.
they're adding in a glider where it's the sand spaceship.
Yeah,
and,
the spaceship they're in. Yeah,
and they're adding a weapon where it's Kamehameha.
that's perfect. And apparently, like they're well, obviously because it's Dragon Ball, but they're like doing like 7 weeks of events for it.
Wow.
It sounds whack as fuck.
Yeah, it's
Fortnite's
not what I
actually
wanted.
kind of fun. I gotta be honest.
It
I
is.
actually like
Oh
Fortnite.
my god. Oh
is
my
fun.
god.
Without
They
building,
got him.
without
got 'em,
building,
Star.
it's fun.
They
I
got
like
'em.
it.
Oh my god, they
Without
got him. I
building,
can see
they
him
got him.
smiling ear to ear playing
Yeah,
Fortnite with his friends.
Let's play, Roger. We should
I
play.
like it.
Oh
Not
my
with you. I don't want to
God.
play with you.
We've lost.
Oh,
this
okay.
now.
Oh
Alright,
my
We lost
god.
it. We
I
lost
get
it.
it. Fine.
Could you imagine?
What's wrong with me?
I will settle the financial.
What's wrong with you? You
Yeah, what's wrong with
co-tweeted
me?
that. You co-tweeted that thing with Hideki, man.
Yeah, with Hideki, that's a cool achievement.
I want to
can't-
remind you that you said lick the melt,
That's true.
Fidel.
I want to see if I can co-tweet that exact same thing with Reggie. I want to send a co-tweet request
Oh yeah,
to
do it.
Reggie
Yeah.
and see if he quotes.
That's just,
I think that's the whole show. I think we're done here.
Oh, that's what you think?
Oh, well, here we go.
Shofu, get us out of here. Shofu, please get us out of here.
What do you want
I've
me to
got
blow?
work in the morning. I don't have a lot of time for this. They've been talking about milk and penis, and I don't know where this is about to
did.
transition.
Who was
But you
talking
know how
about that?
desperate they get.
Who was
They
talking
get
about
desperate
that?
every
You
time
no,
there's
no, no.
content.
You listen to me,
They
you
never say anything
motherfuckers.
of
You
work
listen to
or
me, you
merit
rat ass
or
bitch.
substance.
Okay, it's gonna
I
be the
can't be
first
here.
time I've ever been on here.
This
You're
is
not
like
gonna
no
say we.
respect
You're
for
not gonna
anybody
say
else's
we
time,
about what
bro.
the fuck we
No
were
matter
doing.
how long we
You
spend
ass
here.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
So the fuck you're not gonna do.